have started to really stand out. And, the last two nights up and down the lineup, everybody contributing, Z. The right-handed bats have come alive, and it's been fun to watch.
Time now for the keys to tonight's game, sponsored by Heat and Frost Insulators and the Illinois Regional Insulation Contractors. Visit local17insulators.com, and by Toyota. Visit your Chicagoland Toyota dealer or toyota.com today. So you talked about the pitching matchup. Left-hander Matthew Boyd gets the ball for the Cubs. Right-hander Dustin May goes for the Cardinals.
Matthew keeps that high fastball, that running fastball. It looks to me like it's a two-seamer, but as I was watching some film, it might just be more four-seam, but it has great run to it. So whatever that is, he's got a great running fastball, and it's been very effective. And then he throws the slider under the bat as he goes over the bat with the fastball, and then the change. And it's been a really good combination of what he's been doing, and his command's been good. He's been pitching great baseball. He just needs to continue. Hitters against May, he's a guy that rears back, throws it about as hard as he can throw it. I don't always think he's got the understanding of where the ball is going. He's had a lot of injuries in his career, but if he's throwing a lot of good strikes, he can be very effective.
Coom, thank you. It is sunny, 84 degrees here in downtown St. Louis. Coming up, a ray of hope next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Ian Happ. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Coom here.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Hey, baseball fans, here's a question. Do you know if your retirement strategy is built to weather market ups and downs? At our local academy, right here in your area, discover educational strategies for protecting and growing retirement assets and creating lasting income. Your future deserves a plan. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class. That's TRADE to 210-210.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is hot corner. Do you know what it means? Hot corner, a nickname for third base because of the speed at which batted balls travel to the position.
Cardinals lead it 1-0. Great play at the hot corner by Nolan Arenado.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Gibson a deep side, re-gripping the bat.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
In a world parched for excitement, Twisted Tea's your refreshing thrill ride of flavor. The hard iced tea that's smooth, made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol. Twisted Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, professional installation, and of course, the lowest prices every day on top brands like Bosch. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Mully and Haw talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday morning from 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score and the Odyssey app. Cubs in St. Louis. This is the Cubs Radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. Time now for the Inside Pitch, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. What makes us better makes you better. We say hello to Score Baseball insider Bruce Levine.
Both the Cubs' Craig Counsell and the Brewers' Pat Murphy told their front office bosses that Colin Ray was the linchpin to having a durable pitching staff in 2026. The Cubs' offer prevailed. Ray has been everything his staff needs as far as reliability that Counsell and Murphy know so well.
I think the respect is reciprocated there. I think just mutual respect. It feels good. I just try to be myself every day and be, the best teammate, best person, and, that the group, needs in that moment. But it definitely means a lot coming from those guys for sure.
Reliability and success have been the Iowa natives' calling card. Ray points to the players on the team making his job easier.
Our guys being the veteran group that we have, they kind of know, been in those games before, so I think that helps kind of their approach and how to attack those games. So it's obviously good as a pitcher because, then you can kind of settle down and go right after the other team.
Zach, Ray leads the Cubs with 8 wins this season. His 45 starts are the most of any rotation pitcher the past 2 years.
Bruce, thank you. He's been a valuable arm. The Cubs strongly encourage use of all public transportation, especially CTA buses and trains when traveling to Wrigley Field for all games. The Cubs offer a free bike valet service located by the Addison Red Line station. For details, visit Cubs.com/transportation. Coming up, Cubs make a move next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The clubhouse spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
The game-changing bat.
Noenas Cespedes, unbelievable.
History shows one move in July can impact all of October.
Strikeout number 13 for Cliff Lee.
Simply masterful. Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, Monday on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is on the screws. Do you know what it means? On the screws. When a batter makes ideal contact with the ball. The term comes from golf, where inlays were attached by screws to the club faces of wooden drivers.
And Ioane hits it right on the screws.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Gibson swings and a fly ball to deep right field. This is going to be a home run. Unbelievable! A home run for Gibson. And the time.
Signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Surround yourself in color with Regal Select from Benjamin Moore. Rich, durable, and effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today.
All Cubs triples and saves are sponsored by Northern Illinois Food Bank. Help close the door on hunger. Visit solvehungertoday.org. Cubs in St. Louis. This is the Cubs radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. Time now to check on who's hot and cold. Sponsored by Plumbers 911. Plumbing emergency, call 1-833-PLUM-911. Local 130 plumbers get the job done right the first time. How about rookie Pedro Ramirez? He's riding an 8-game hitting streak during which he's 14 for 30, a .467 batting average, including 3 hits last night. The cold, Carson Kelly, 4 for 23 over his last 7 games, a .174 average with no home runs. Right-hander Jake Woodford is back with the Cubs. Fellow right-hander Andrew Wantz has been designated for assignment. Coming up, Shota next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best.
Let's go!
Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Are you ready to take a swing at Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is cup of coffee. Do you know what it means? Cup of coffee. A short time spent by a minor leaguer in the major leagues. Just enough time for a proverbial cup of coffee.
Back in the big leagues for the first time since a cup of coffee in 2022.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Swung on, hit high, hit deep to center. It's got a chance. Gone! Jason Giambi with a walk-off blast to center. How about that? 42 years young and about to get mobbed at home plate.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Apo Taco. Do you know what it means?
What are the changes that he's made to improve?
I haven't made big changes, but recently I've talked to the pitching coaches and requested data just to look at for the pitching side, but also trying to think about what the hitter sees, so from the offensive side, and trying to figure out ways that, from the hitter's perspective, what pitches or what makes it harder to hit, thinking about in that sense, and then trying to figure out like a new version of me where, from a hitter's perspective, that'd be more difficult to hit.
So basically keeping hitters off balance so they don't understand what you're normally trying to do.
Yeah, I'd say so. Looking at it objectively, like if I was a hitter facing me, what kind of pitches would be hard to hit, what sequence would be hard to hit, or what sequence would be easier to hit, and talking with the hitters and getting their perspective, what they see in the box, and trying to figure out a way for me where I want to be that pitcher where it's a hitter feels uncomfortable in the box where it's hard to hit.
Where you're keeping them off balance. Did you kind of know before you even looked at the data, did you know what was wrong and what you had to switch, and then the data confirmed?
I was just looking at it where, there were certain things I wanted to change that I felt like I needed to change, but also keeping in mind the fact that, I have been effective with what I've had so far. So, making sure I have a balance of maintaining what's, kept me good, but also looking at areas that I can improve upon.
In your experience, how long does it take before, now that you're pitching this way, how long does it take before hitters catch up to what you're doing?
MLB hitters, they're very quick to adjust. And, once maybe you do have a concrete plan and then they make their adjustments. But I feel like right now, I have a lot of tools in my toolbox where I can pull from, or, if I had a specific pattern right now and, it's working and then eventually doesn't, I can also go back to previous patterns and previous things that I've done in the past and make those adjustments where I need to.
Shota, during this stretch, we've also noticed the catchers are setting up a high target for you. Why did you want that?
I think for me it's easier for me to just kind of see or imagine where the ball is going to end up. I think, the American strike zone compared to, the strike zone I had in Japan, it's a little smaller, but trying to figure out, even within that smaller strike zone, trying to, use the zone as much as I can to my advantage.
Let's talk a little bit about the team. The Cubs start play tonight. 15 games above 500, and the team has had a lot of injuries. Different guys have slumped. What does that say about the Chicago Cubs to be where they are, given everything they've had to overcome?
I think, just looking at the team, I think everybody's helping each other out. If you are an injured player, you're on the IL. Yes, you can't participate in the game, but you're still in the clubhouse, you're with the guys, you still have your daily routine, you get to still see everybody. And I think, if a player, has a bad game, there's guys that'll, give you words of encouragement, whether they're not playing or they're on the IL or they're not, they're around the clubhouse. And I think the great part about, the Cubs and everybody on the team is, everybody's encouraging each other, no matter what, no matter what your result was that game, everybody's going to talk to you, everybody's going to help you out, and I think that's why we're so good.
You've had a lot of success professionally in your life and internationally, but the one thing you didn't get an opportunity to do last year is pitch at a high level in the playoffs. How much is that something that you want, given how last year ended?
I think I understand that, this world in the MLB is, you're getting evaluated during the regular season, but I think, the eyes are on you when it's the playoffs and the postseason. And I feel like, if you don't play well in the postseason, it's basically, didn't really do too much that year. And I think if you do really well, you're evaluated pretty well. So I think, for me, the goal is going to be to play well in the regular season, play well in the postseason, and, be accepted by fans.
Are you superstitious? Because a lot of different people have different things that they use to try and make themselves better, or at least psychologically feel like they're better. Are you superstitious? Are there things that you do that you help make you better?
Yeah, I don't know if it's, superstition, but I think in terms of, routine, I think for me, not having a routine might be my routine, where in the sense of, I think there's certain people who, they have to do everything in their routine to feel good, or, they don't feel comfortable if they don't. And I think for me, there's obviously specific things that you need to do, but also, certain times where it's if you don't do something, you're still gonna perform well. And I think you don't necessarily have to do everything, and I think that might be my routine.
Last one, and I always ask you this. Is there anything you want to say to Cubs fans in English?
Thank you, Cubs fans. I'll do my best.
Shota, thank you.
Thank you.
The Parkway West High School Band performing the national anthem here in St. Louis. I believe Parkway West High School is where our good friend Chip Carey went to high school back in the day. And our thanks to Shota Imanaga and interpreter Edwin Stanberry for that interview moments ago. Good stuff from both guys. When we come back, the Manager Show next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for every pitch of Cubs baseball on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Every championship team has a strategy. Shouldn't your retirement? Too many people worry about market swings, inflation, taxes, and whether their savings will last. At our local academy right here in your community, you'll discover strategies to help protect what you've built and create retirement income designed to go the distance. Take control of your retirement future. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class near you. Again, text TRADE to 210-210.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is eephus. Do you know what it means? Eephus, an extremely slow lobbed pitch with movement that can catch a hitter off guard.
Eephus pitch from the position player. Zach Short comes off the bench, and the infielder, because he's allowed to, will have a little bit of soft toss.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
Just bring some hardware back for that organization. Like I said, it's not.
System may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, professional installation, and of course, the lowest prices every day on top brands like Bosch. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Whether you're hosting friends, family, or clients at your next celebration, discounted group tickets are available for most games at Wrigley Field. For details, visit Cubs.com/groups. Cubs Cardinals in St. Louis. Time now to hear from manager Craig Counsell. Brought to you by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity, candy-coated chaos. Counsell was asked about the impressive way the Cubs offense has been attacking starting pitchers lately.
Last night
McGreevy he doesn't walk people, so sometimes for this offense, it results in a walk, extending the pit at bats. Last night, I think with a guy that's able to keep throwing strikes, it resulted in some hits, fortunately. But I think it's something we're pretty good at, extending at bats and trying to get to the next pitch. I think your walk rate as a team shows you that. We did it in a little bit different way last night.
What went into the decision to start Assad tomorrow and push Shota back there?
Really, we're just going to give Shota an extra day. Javi's kind of primed and ready to go tomorrow. For tomorrow, he pitched. He had 3-inning outing, and he's got 4 days off and ready to go. So yeah.
I think you said Friday for Cabrera. Is that still everything?
Yeah, Friday for Cabrera. Yeah.
And did he already throw the bullpen today?
Cabrera?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And then anything on Palencia? I'm assuming he checked out well.
Yeah, Palencia, everything went well. He's actually going to come to Chicago and do a live on Saturday here, probably. Maybe in Phoenix, but probably come here and do it.
Holdy pitched today at Iowa. Is he still going to do another rehab?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As Ben works back, how often will he throw?
Well, he's just throwing every day and kind of building up volume and intensity in throwing. So he's just kind of a pre-spring training pitcher essentially. Bullpens are a ways away still.
Steele's still on target for bullpens soon?
Yeah, Steele's. He's going to be in Chicago this weekend. Also, he is actually kind of in the phase of starting to the light touch and feels they call them, so touching the mound. Yeah, that'll happen this weekend.
Anything new on Shaw?
No Shaw news. Yeah.
Does that mean he's still not swinging?
No, he's swinging, but not hitting.
He's not hitting.
Yeah.
So it's still wait and see with Matt Shaw. Today's Tito's Handmade Vodka Canine of the game is Snoop, a 7-year-old Anatolian Shepherd from Elbert. If the Northside team strikes out 9 players, Tito's will make a $100 donation to Paws Chicago. The pitching matchup next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Pete Crow Armstrong. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Swung on, line to deep left field. It is gone! You should see the celebration out of the Indians' third base dugout. Rajai Davis, a bullet, 2-run homer down the left field line, clearing the 19-foot wall.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is small ball. Do you know what it means? Small ball. Advancing base runners methodically, one base at a time, often with the sacrifice fly or bunt.
It's a nice job all the way around here for the Rangers and playing a little bit of small ball.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
since 1868. All right, Pete Crow Armstrong has been quiet in this series, 0 for 7, 5 strikeouts, but I'm banking on PCA tonight because he's still hitting .346 over his last 7 games. The pitching matchup is sponsored by Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Lefty Matthew Boyd on the hill for the Cubs, 6-1, a 3.81 ERA. Cubs have won all 6 of his starts since he came off the injured list in late June. Dustin May, right-hander, going for St. Louis, 5-7 with a 4.59 ERA. But he's coming off a quality start. 1 run in 6 innings of work last Friday against Cincinnati, 8 strikeouts. It's time for baseball in St. Louis. Cubs, Cardinals, Pat, Ron, next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Dansby Swanson. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Are you ready to take a swing at Basebalderdash? Today's phrase is around the horn. Do you know what it means? Around the horn. A double play that begins with the third baseman and goes to second and then first.
Swing a ground ball, chop left side. Vargas has it to second for 1. Garcia to first. There's the double play. 5-4-3 around the horn.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
And now an all-time classic radio call.
And the 0-1 pitch on the way to Edgar Martinez. Swung on and lined down the left field line for a base hit. Here comes Joy. Here is Junior to third base. They're going to wave him in. The throw to the plate will be late. The Mariners are going to play for the American League Championship. I don't believe it. It just continues.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Way it should be, with no bet fee. This Odyssey.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I was in 3 great situations with great coaches, great people around, been taught, and I believe the way to accept this tremendous honor is as a representative of all those mentors, coaches, and members of the Chicago White Sox, the Oakland A's, and the St. Louis Cardinals. Thank you.
That's Tony La Russa during his Hall of Fame induction speech. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Are you ready to round the bases with Basebalderdash? Today's phrase is hot corner. Do you know?
Boomer, it's Pat Hughes reporting. It's warm but not oppressively hot the way it has been lately here in this series. A very comfortable 85 degrees is the temperature for Game 3. Starting pitchers tonight, left-hander Matthew Boyd going for the Cubs, and right-hander Dustin May starting for St. Louis. The Cubs offense performing exceptionally well in this series, winning 7-3 in the opener on Monday night and 10-2 last evening. The Cubs with a total of 31 hits in the 2 wins. Let's see if they can make it 3 in a row And let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. Brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Leading off for the Cubs tonight in center field is Pete Crow Armstrong. Seiya Suzuki in right. Michael Bush at first base. The cleanup man is Alex Bregman. Bregman to play third base. Ian Happ in left field. Michael Conforto batting sixth. He will be the designated hitter. Pedro Ramirez in the lineup again at second base. Dansby Swanson at short. And batting ninth and catching for the Cubs, Miguel Amaya. Those are the Cubs. Here are the Cardinals. J.J. Weatherholt leading off at second base. Jordan Walker is the right fielder. Ivan Herrera, the DH. Alec Burleson at first base. Burleson, the Cardinal cleanup batter. Mason Wynn at short. Jose Fermin is playing in left field. Blaze Jordan is batting seventh and playing third base. Nathan Church, the center fielder, and batting ninth for the Redbirds and doing the catching, Pedro Pajes. Field is in great shape. Lights have been turned on. Game time temperature 85. Game time temp sponsored by Four Seasons, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. Cubs occupy the third base dugout here in Missouri. Cubs have their traveling uniforms, the gray shirts and trousers, red numbers on their backs. Blue would be the color of the hats, helmets, sleeves, and socks, and a variety of shoe colors. Cardinals in their home whites, bright white shirts and pants. The rest is red. Red hats and helmets, red numbers, sleeves, and socks. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. Waiting for the Cardinals to take the field. The umpires have already had their meeting. Todd Tischner ready to call balls and strikes. Tyler Jones, the first base umpire. Clint Vondrak over at second. And Adam Hammery, the third base umpire. The announcement of the umpire sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Another smallish crowd. We will be back to get this ball game underway right after this. You are listening to The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs talk to start your day. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Every championship team has a strategy, shouldn't your retirement? Too many people worry about market swings, inflation, taxes, and whether their savings will last. At our local academy right here in your community, you'll discover strategies to help protect what you've built and create retirement income designed to go the distance. Take control of your retirement future. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class near you. Again, text TRADE to 210-210.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang. Today's phrase is ducks on the pond. Do you know what it means? Ducks on the pond. When 2 or 3 runners are on base.
3 ducks on the pond. Ozzie, Nicky, and Marcel. 2-2. Ground ball. Diving stop, but everybody's safe.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Pete Crow Armstrong, the leadoff hitter, the leadoff man, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If Pete gets a base hit, Benny's will donate $200 to service dog charities. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Here's the game's first pitch. And Pete Armstrong takes high, and away we go. May is a right-hander, 5-7 for the year, a 4.59 ERA. His 20 games started this year, already a career high. The former Dodger will deliver a strike top of the zone, and the count 1-1. Ron, what's the Cubs' plan against Dustin May?
I would see early in the ball game what he's featuring that he's throwing for strikes, because to me he's one of those guys that he's a max effort guy, and he sprays the ball around. There's not really a great pattern to his pitches, which is odd for a starting pitcher. But to me right now, I would be watching the fastball and seeing if he's throwing it for a strike.
He's a very big man, 6'6", 215 pounds. May ready to work 2-1. The pitch on the way to Pete almost hit him in the left leg. It's ball 3-1.
And now he's thrown 3 fastballs that are balls, and all 3 of them have been in an entirely different area, one down and in, one way down and away, and one way up. So that goes right to my point of him just spraying the ball around the zone.
Let's see if Pete can reach. It's 3-1, the pitch on the way. And he'll hit a high fly ball to center. It's playable for Church. Church coming in a little bit in center and makes the catch. All of the infield is in the shade. You've got some sunlight on the field out in center and right center on this warm 85-degree night. But when you've had 90s, Ron, and even above 90, 85 feels pretty good.
Yeah, it really does. You know, the first day we played here, and even when we get off the plane a few days ago, it was right at 100 degrees.
Seiya Suzuki takes upstairs. Seiya has a nice little string going. He's been on base now 16 consecutive games with either a hit or a walk. Hitting .272. 18 home runs for Seiya. Dustin May, the right-hander, the big leg kick and the pitch. Outside, the count 2-0. Seiya 4 for 10 against Cardinal pitching in this series. Lots of contributors offensively, though. Let's see if he gets something to hammer on 2-0. Seiya gets jammed, hits a roller up the first baseline, foul. Hit that one right off his thumbs, and it was like a little snake crawling up the first baseline, and thankfully it crawled to the right at the last second.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to stay fair and just went foul. I don't know if he was still checking his bat, see if it was broke, but I would not use that bat again. That bat would be retired.
Just because of the way you hit that
ball? The way you hit it right off the handle on a fastball, and you squared it up enough to where you hit it down the line, that bat would be done. That one's got to be one you sign and give away.
It's very charitable of you, Ron. 2 balls and a strike on Seiya Suzuki. And here's the pitch on the way. It's low and outside for a ball, 3-1.
First inning, powered by Invesco QQQ. That's Rethink Possibility, Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
I know you must have saved some of your bats. For example, the first home run against Randy Johnson. No. Please tell me you have that one.
I do. I have a bat from every team that I played for.
3-1 to Seiya is ball 4 inside. Cubs have a man on with 1 away. First inning, no score. The batter is Michael Busch.
Good at bat for Seiya. Did not chase some of these pitches out of the zone. So see now, Bushy, left-handers have done much better against May than right-handers. By quite a bit, actually. And same thing with the damage. They've hit more home runs by quite a bit than the right-handers against May.
Busch has been quiet in the series, 1 for 10. And a pitch on the way to the left-handed batter. A line drive toward second, caught by Weatherholt. A soft line drive. He got jammed and hit a little humpback line drive that the second baseman Weatherholt caught backhanded as he angled in towards second. 2 down.
Now, the one thing on May, he throws hard. You know, he's 94, 95 miles an hour, even up to 96, 97 at times. Speed gun today, powered by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Alex Bregman, the batter. No score, first inning, 2 down. Bregman takes a strike. Dustin May is a redhead. full beard also. Born in Justin, Texas. He'll be 29 in September. Signed as a free agent with the Cardinals last December. Here is a swing and a foul back out of play. His entire big league career had been with the Dodgers and then just a little bit with Boston at the end of last year, but mainly with the Dodgers. He's been in the big leagues since 2019. Dustin May. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Bregman. Fouled away. Bregman having a big series. 7 for 10. He's driven in 2. It gets harder as the season goes on, Ron, because of the number at bats. Harder to raise your batting average, but he's lifted at 10 points in the 2 games.
Yeah, he's been on base all series long and doing some damage. Home runs, extra base hits, using the whole field.
Here's a curve outside, 1-2.
Now, Feel Like a Bosch prediction, brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel Like a Bosch. Zach, I believe you've been the Boscher here in this series and been really, really Bosching, so you're on.
The 1-2 pitch, fastball, strike 3 call. Bregman out on strikes. Bregman talking with Todd Tishner, didn't challenge the call, but he didn't like the call either. That ends the inning. Cubs don't score, leave 1 after a half. Cubs nothing. Cardinals coming up on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I'm so honored to ride with these guys. They inspire me with how resilient they've been. But to get this call, be part of this, I know how blessed I am. I can't thank these guys enough.
That's Bruce Bochy, after he managed the Texas Rangers in their first World Series title in team history. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Hayes puts it in the air to right field. Blackman can't get to it. Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Clubhouse Spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
The game-changing bat.
Noenas Cespedes, unbelievable.
History shows one move in July can impact all of October.
Strikeout number 13 for Cliff Lee.
Simply masterful. Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, Monday on MLB Network.
Cardinals batting bottom of the first against left-hander Matthew Boyd. Boyd 6-1 for the year. 3.81 ERA facing J.J. Weatherholt. First pitch bounced toward first. A charging Bush grabs it, runs over, steps on the bag. 3 unassisted on the very first pitch delivered by Boyd. Ron, what are some of the keys for Matthew tonight?
Well, I just think for Matthew, it's kind of the same thing, and he's been really on a roll. You know, that high fastball, I was looking today, and I always thought the one that really runs away from the right-hander was a two-seamer, but I'm guessing it is not. It's a four-seam fastball, but it has great run to it. So however he's gripping it is one thing, but it reacts like the fastball really runs at the top of the zone from the right-handed hitter.
Jordan Walker takes a strike 0-1.
And then to counter that, it's that slider down and in, let's say, to the righties, where he's got the high fastball and then the ball down and in. It's a great combination with his changeup.
Now the 0-1. Walker, the powerful right-handed batting outfielder, takes a slow curve in for a call strike. 0-2. Beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis. A smallish crowd by Cubs-Cardinals standards, that is. We had just 29,000 here last night. And a disappointing 24,000 in Game 1. Change-up is low and outside. I say disappointing, Ron. I'm accustomed. I've been coming here for over 3 decades watching these two teams play. I'm used to 40 plus. 42,000, 44, whatever. Not in this series so far. Curveball outside, just missed.
Yeah, you usually come here and there's not a seat to be had in this series, but that has not been the case. The team is struggling a little. Some other issues here in St. Louis.
Walker strikes out, and that's out number 2. Walker 0 for 6 in this series. He struck out by Matthew Boyd as he was out in front of a good off-speed pitch. 2 down, strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Those are always worth noting because they are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Here's Ivan Herrera. The pitch on the way to Ivan, line down the left field line in the corner. That's going to be a fair ball off the fence. It'll be a double for Herrera. He just missed a home run. That hit the fence on the fly in the left field corner. A line smash, and he gets a 2-base hit.
Now he gets this fastball top of the zone, and of the first 3 hitters, the first 2 swung at the very first pitch. So that'll tell you right away that Cardinal hitters are going to be on the attack early in the at-bat against Boyd. That's the scouting report. So Matthew will, I'm sure, know that already and make that adjustment a little bit.
Burleson, a 71 RBI man batting. Alec Burleson, left-handed hitter, holds that bat high. Lefty to lefty. Here comes Boyd's first pitch. Swung on and fouled back.
Another first pitch swing against Boyd. Now, the top half of the inning, we were talking about Feel Like a Bosch prediction brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel Like a Bosch, and I had said that. Zach has really been Bosching lately, so you go ahead, Zach, and Bosch away.
Cubs have won each of Matthew Boyd's 6 starts since coming off the injured list. I'm expecting that trend to continue tonight.
Very nice.
The 0-1 a foul. Now, has Zach been doing most of his Bosching here at the ballpark or away from the park? It's kind of a personal question.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Bosching is a lifestyle, Pat. You can't just start once you walk into the stadium.
Okay, it's a lifestyle. Hold on, let me put that in the commercial here and read. It's a lifestyle.
Okay. Glad we cleared that up, sort of. Here's the pitch to Burleson. It's down low for a ball, 1-2.
I'll make the call to the Boschers, and we'll get it in the commercial for tomorrow.
Make all of us an offer.
Yeah.
Now the 1-2. From Boyd to Burleson. Here it comes. Curveball pulled weakly on the ground to first. Good pitch. Bush will shovel it underhanded to Boyd on the bag. Score that one 3-1, and the Cardinals are done. They get a double from Herrera, but nothing else. After 1, Cubs nothing, Cardinals nothing on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Craig Counsell. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Hey, baseball fans, here's a question. Do you know if your retirement strategy is built to weather market ups and downs? At our local academy, right here in your area, discover educational strategies for protecting and growing retirement assets and creating lasting income. Your future deserves a plan. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class. That's TRADE to 210-210.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is golden sombrero. Do you know what it means?
BedfordPark.com.
Top two in St. Louis. Cubs and Cardinals are scoreless. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering crisp, refreshing flavors that hit every time. Pat?
Okay, Zach. Ian Happ first up. Ian 2 for 6 with a couple of RBIs in this series, batting left-handed against May. Takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Michael Langston is our engineer here in St. Louis. Plenty of Cub fans in attendance. Many on the left side of the diamond behind the Cubs' third base dugout. The 1-0 to Happ. Fastball strike, 1-1.
Defensive alignment. That's sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Defense playing basically straight away here against Ian. Maybe a touch the other way in the outfield.
Happ will look at a ball downstairs. Didn't miss by much. Cubs having a very good road trip, winning 4 out of 5 so far. 2 out of 3 in Pittsburgh and the first 2 here in St. Louis. With this one and tomorrow afternoon to finish the trip. Happ takes the strike. Hasn't taken the bat off his shoulder so far. It's 2-2. Happ's been on base in 16 consecutive games with either a hit or a walk. Let's see if he can reach right now. The 2-2. Inside, almost hit him. There's a breaking ball that missed. Conforto on deck, and then Ramirez. Michael Conforto and Pedro Ramirez. Now Dustin May coming back 3-2. Happ will pull a ground ball to first, fielded by Burleson. Underhand feed to the pitcher on the bag. Score that one 3-1. It's out number 1, and the batter is Conforto.
Pretty good pitch to get the little ground ball from Ian.
Before Conforto bats, 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Rahimi, Harris, and Grody, middays 10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score. This is the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
Conforto hitting .244. He's got some pop with 9 home runs. Left-handed batter takes outside for a ball. Conforto, the designated hitter. Outfield pretty much straight away against him. Center fielder Church not all that deep. And the 1-0. There's a fastball strike from Dustin May.
Last fastball, 97 miles an hour, so he's rushing it up there pretty good.
May had some right elbow surgery in 2024. Here comes the 1-1 now to Conforto. Just inside for a ball, 2-1. He's part of the Dodgers World Series championship team of 2020. Big bearded redhead ready to work, 2-1 to Conforto. Michael pulls the ground ball foul sharply past first.
Michael on that cutter inside, and that's kind of the thing, right? Is the way he's spraying the ball around the zone. There's no real pattern. You sit on that pitch that you want to hit, and look for something hard, let's say, in maybe inner half, and he's going to get you one, or you're going to end up walking.
May coming back 2-2. And Conforto takes just inside. The catcher, Pages, tried to keep the glove there after the ball hit the glove and let the umpire take a good long look at it. I'm not sure why catchers do that. The umpire calls it or doesn't call it immediately. Here comes the payoff pitch to Conforto. Bouncing ball to the left side. Jordan, the third baseman, playing where a shortstop normally does, makes the play and throws him out. 2 down. Cubs without a base hit so far. No score in the game. 2 down, second inning, and here's Pedro Ramirez.
Almeda's thrown just enough strikes to keep everybody, having to swing. He's got 1 walk in the game and 1 punch out. But there's, like we said, no real pattern to his pitches. But I'll say this, he's throwing the ball hard. He's thrown 28 pitches to my point, 14 strikes, 14 balls up until that pitch.
Pedro Ramirez had a 3-hit game, drove in a run last night. He's getting more and more playing time. Getting .322. Very impressive young player, Pedro Ramirez. The 0-1 pulled foul. His last 8 games, Rod, his batting average a cool .467.
Wow.
That'll get you some playing time.
Absolutely. And the other thing, too, is for Craig Counsell, he feels comfortable playing him around the infield because he makes all the plays. The Cubs defense is starting infield, they get so much praise, and rightfully so, because they're so good defensively. But Ramirez holds his own. He was going out there and playing defense.
He swings and misses here to strike out to end the second inning. 3 up, 3 down, middle of inning number 2, 0-0 game. Cubs and Cardinals on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs radio network.
The Clubhouse Spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
The game-changing bat.
The way to Cespedes, unbelievable.
History shows one move in July can impact all of October.
Strikeout number 13 for Cliff Lee.
Simply masterful.
Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, Monday on MLB Network.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Hayes puts it in the air to right field. Blackman can't get to it. Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com. Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today.
Don't wait. Wrigley Field experiences are still available for the September 12th game. VIP packages include game tickets, a pregame reception, a tour, a meet and greet with a current Cubs player. Learn more at Cubs.com/Wrigley Field Experience. Pat?
All right, Zach, thank you. Matthew Boyd working on Mason Wynn. First pitch to the diminutive right-handed batting shortstop is a strike. Wynn 4 for 8 in this series. He'll be followed by Jose Fermin and Blaze Jordan. The 0-1, a curve dips low and in. Scoreless game. The lights are on here in St. Louis. Lighting is quite good. Tonight's game being powered by ComEd. Off-speed pitch floats in there for a strike nicely. 1-2. What do you like here, Ron?
You got options. You go high fastball. You go slider down and in. I would just not throw him a strike, in this pitch. I'd try to see if he'd chase.
He did chase a changeup. Nice call by you. That breaking ball down in the dust. Wynn thought he might have foul-tipped it. He did not. And he's out number 1.
Excellent sequence of pitches by Boyd, and it's been that way through the first couple innings. He's broke out the slow curveball that you talked about last inning to Walker to start, that at bat. And that pitch was a good slider down to Wynn to get the punch out.
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. First pitch to Jose Fermin is a strike. Fermin a 247 average, 1 for 8 in this series. Hits a ground ball to the second baseman Ramirez. He gobbles it up and throws him out. 2 down.
Well, good pitches by Boyd. You know, you sound like a broken record sometimes when you say, you know, good pitch, good pitch, good pitch. But he threw the slow curveball to Fermin to get strike one. He didn't chase. Then he busted him in with a fastball and gets the little jam shot roller right to Ramirez. So, you know, great sequence again. Only 2 pitches, and you get Fermin.
Blaze Jordan, the batter. Blaze will take a strike, 0-1.
Shouldn't with a name like that, you should have been a pitcher, right?
Mm-hmm. Fireballer. Right. Here comes the 0-1 to Blaze. And a pitch foul down the right field line, back out of play.
I guess a sprinter wouldn't be bad, right?
Yeah.
If you were a sprinter. What's your name? Blaze.
Maybe a race car driver?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Boy, they'd eat that up. Can you imagine that on them, on them jackets and all that?
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blaze's flame went out during that at-bat. And that ends the inning. We go to inning number 3. No score. Cubs and Cardinals on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering every Cubs game all season long, Rahimi, Harris, and Grody, middays 10-2 on 104.3 The Score.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Retirement isn't the time to guess. You've worked hard to build your savings. Now learn strategies that can help you protect, grow, and create income from what you've earned. Join us at our local academy, yes, right here near you, for a free educational class focused on retirement strategies. Because confidence in retirement doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a plan. Text TRADE to 210-210 now. Again, text TRADE to 210-210.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I want to thank the many living legends sitting behind me. I'm humbled and honored to be standing in front of you and now to be part of this fraternity alongside you.
That's Fred McGriff during his Hall of Fame induction speech. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best.
Dansby Swanson's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on Deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Huh?
Dansby was rested yesterday. Let's see if he is revitalized as he stands in to lead off the 3rd inning. And he'll take a fastball from Dustin May inside. You were an everyday player. It's nice to get that occasional day off, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think for a guy like Dansby who plays almost every single game, game after game after game, it gives him a little mental break and a physical one.
Dansby takes inside 2-0.
You know, the great thing about it is, you know, a couple guys have gotten days off here in these last series between Pittsburgh and here, and the Cubs have stayed rolling, and that's the biggest key. Is now he counts as he had, you know, some good ball games and been able to rest some of his guys.
Swanson will check and take a strike, 2-1.
You know the starting lineup's going to play against New York and the Dodgers, right? I mean, that's, you know, and then you got a game against Toronto. You lose the off day, and then you go right on the road.
Mm-hmm. It's a challenging stretch. Every team has them every single year. So the veterans are somewhat used to that. Not that it makes it easier. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Pulled on the ground to short, scooped up by Wynn. Zips it over to first in time. That's out number 1. Cubs without a hit so far. Scoreless game. 3rd inning, 1 down, and the batter is Miguel Amaya.
3rd inning brought to you by Consumers Credit Union, the people in your corner who stand up for you wherever you go. Consumers Credit Union.
We're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game here pretty soon. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Miguel Amaya hitting .247 Took the first pitch outside for ball one. Miguel, 3 home runs for the year. Cubs looking for their first hit of the game against Dustin May. Here comes the 1-0. Amaya swings and fouls it at the plate.
He's got pretty good stuff tonight, and you know, like I said, he kind of scattered. No real pattern. He's up there slinging it up there as hard as he can, but he's thrown just enough pitches in the zone to be very effective.
There's a strike called, 1-2.
Just to call that, you know, guy's effectively wild.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's wild enough in the zone where you got to be looking to swing, but, you know, 97 fastball, sinker, runner, you know, 96, 95 with movement.
Now the 1-2 to Amaya, pulled on the ground to short. Wynn gobbles this one up and makes a good throw to first to get him, 2 down. Let's start the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. Are you guys ready to make your guesses?
Sure.
Let's see, just to refresh our memories, we had 29,000 last night, 24,000 on Monday night. And again, a lot of empty seats, more than you would expect for a Cubs-Cardinals game. Pete Crow Armstrong, the batter. Pete flied to center to begin the game. He swings and misses at a low breaking ball. I'll go ahead and get us going. I'm going to say we've got 28,182. 28182. Now the 0-1 to PCA. Fastball is upstairs, 1-1. Here's the spot where if Pete gets on, he almost assuredly would try to steal a bag.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I agree. My guess will be 29,000 for the attendance game.
Jordan shallow at third, even with the bag. Pete drives one in the air, left center, pretty well hit, but it's playable for Church. And that is going to end the inning. A fly ball to center, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the third, 0-0 game. Cubs and Cardinals on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I mean, that's the best way to go. It was an important situation. It didn't call for the guys to run out on the field because we were still in the ball game, but I couldn't have picked a better guy, a tough competitor to do it against.
That's Dave Winfield after collecting his 3,000th career base hit. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The clubhouse spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
The game-changing bat.
Noenas Cespedes, unbelievable.
History shows one move in July can impact all of October.
Strikeout number 13 for Cliff Lee.
Simply masterful.
Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, Monday on MLB Network.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Hayes puts it in the air to right field. Blackman can't get to it. Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com. Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Bottom 3 in St. Louis. Cubs and Cardinals are scoreless. Currently sunny, 82 degrees here outside Busch Stadium. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fees. Pat?
Nathan Church to lead off this inning. Pedro Pajes on deck, and then J.J. Weatherholt against Matthew Boyd, the veteran lefty. Going to work. The ball is bunted past the mound. Charging Ramirez. Good play. Flips to first in time to get him. Ramirez, the second baseman, anticipated that play nicely and came in and got his man at first.
Boy, really good play by both guys. So Ramirez comes in. This is a really good bunt, by the way. He pulls it past Boyd, who's left-handed, falling off the third base side of the mound. So that's exactly where you want to bunt the ball. So Church does his job. Ramirez comes in and gets this ball early and throws a bullet at Michael Busch. And it's a great catch by Michael because it's a short distance and a hard throw, but a very nice play by the Cubs defense.
Pedro Pages, right-handed batting catcher, will swing away and foul it away. Pages is the third different starting catcher in 3 games for the Cardinals, something you don't see very often. We had Ivan Herrera catching game 1. Jimmy Crooks was the catcher for game 2, and now Pages in there for game 3. 0-2 on Pedro, hitting .207. Famous St. Louis arch visible out beyond the right center field fence. Broken back ground ball to third. Bregman will get his man at first. The barrel of the bat ended up about 20 feet in front of Bregman over at third on the grass. He seemed unbothered by that and made his play. Did you ever get worried about a bat flying at you, Ron, as you're trying to concentrate on making a play on a ground ball?
Yeah, it can be distracting when the barrel's coming and you're trying to figure out which one to look for. There's no doubt. It can definitely be a distraction.
Is a chopper to first, fielded by Busch. He will feed the ball to Boyd on the mound, or on the bag, off the mound to the bag. Score that one 3-1. The Cardinals go 1-2-3. We move to inning number 4. 0-0 game. Cubs and Cardinals on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is Baltimore chop. Do you know what it means? Baltimore chop. A ground ball that hits in front of or off of home plate and then takes a high hop.
Baltimore chop. Right side low, race to the bag, not in time.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
I started Ornata in 2013, and we make bike apparel. The best part of Shopify for me is our ability to run the business as essentially non-technical people. We're able to admin everything on the back end, front end, and sell things online easily. If Shopify were a bike accessory, I think it would actually be the bicycle. It's the thing that you do the thing on. We run the business on Shopify. Start your free trial on shopify.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com. Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Yeah, it's a lot of credit to them. A lot of credit to CY, a lot of credit to our ownership, on having a view and bringing in people. And it's truly incredible, to have this group behind us. And
it is time now to check the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app, save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. A whole bunch of games going on around Major League Baseball.
First up is Seiya Suzuki. Zach, he'll take a strike from the right-hander Dustin May. What have you got?
So let's start with the games in progress. Yandy Diaz with a leadoff home run for Tampa. Rays lead the Rangers 3-0, top half of the 7th inning.
Seiya drives one in the air, left center field, shallow and playable for Fermin. And that's out number 1. Michael Busch batting.
Braves and Mets are scoreless in the bottom half of the 5th inning in New York. The Guardians and Reds scoreless in the last of the 4th in Cincinnati. Bottom 3 in Minnesota. Royals leading the Twins 1-0. Tyler Tolbert with a solo shot. Yankees on top of the White Sox 4-0. Middle 3 on the south side. Spencer Jones a 3-run home run.
Cubs without a hit so far. Michael Busch batting. And he'll take a strike. The only blemish on May's evening was a walk to Suzuki in the first inning, so he's set down 9 in a row and 10 of the 11. Here comes the 0-1 to Bush. Swinging a chop foul, Zach, 0-2.
Now, a whole bunch of finals on the board as well, Pat. How about this? In San Francisco, the Giants with a 16-3 drubbing of the Brewers. Daniel Susac hit a pair of home runs for San Francisco. The Padres beat the Rockies 3-1.
Cubs have a chance to pick up ground on the Brewers. 5.5 at the moment. Cubs behind by 5.5 for the division lead. Milwaukee has won the last 3 Central Division titles. A ball and 2 strikes on Bush. May coming back. Inside, almost hit him.
The Orioles beat the Tigers 10-9 in 12 innings. Colton Cowser with the go-ahead hit for Baltimore. Blue Jays knock off the Nationals 5-2. It was the Diamondbacks 3 and the Pirates 0.
Now the 2-2 to Bush. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, off-speed pitch. 2 down, Zach.
Marlins knock off the Phillies 8-6. Griffin Conine with the go-ahead home run to cap the Miami comeback victory. And in game 1 of that doubleheader in New York, the Mets edge the Braves 3-2. Carson Benj with the go-ahead double for New York.
Zach, thank you. Here it's a 0-0 game. We are in the 4th inning, top half, 2 down, nobody on for Alex Bregman. Now, Ron, you were a middle-of-the-order hitter. So is Alex Bregman, and he's batting right now. Your team is without a hit. You're without a run, obviously, too. Are you looking for a long ball here?
Yeah, I'm going to try to sit on a fastball in the zone and be on time with it. And I think May realizes that also, and his first 2 pitches have been breaking balls.
The count is 1-1 on Bregman. Bregman called out on strikes his first time. And the pitch by the big right-hander, May. Bregman will take a ball down low. 2-1. Game number 108 tonight. The exact 2/3 point of the season. 54 to go after this one. Here's the windup and the 2-1. Bregman takes way outside, 3-1. Now he's looking for a wheelhouse.
Yeah, you're hoping to get another fastball in the zone. The one thing about May, he has not wanted to throw many fastballs for a strike to Bregman. He knows Bregman has swung the bat very well in this series.
And the pitch. Strike 2 call. Bregman not overjoyed at the call. He thought it missed. He's kind of grimacing.
Yeah, fastball down and in. A little sinker. Might have been just a touch down.
Wonder why he didn't challenge. Now the 3-2. Bregman hits one in the air to right center. Pretty well hit. Church on the run. Back toward the track. Diving try, but it bounces up over the wall for a ground rule double. Church made a valiant backhanded diving try on the dead run in deep right center, but it eluded him. The ball bounced on the warning track and jumped up into the stands. It's a 2-base hit for Bregman, and the Cubs have their first hit of the game.
Now, big swing of the bat. And you had mentioned something earlier, Pat, that Church, in the depth of how he's playing in center field, he is not playing very deep. And there's been a couple balls that have been hit over his head that, if he plays another 5-6 feet deeper, it probably catches that ball. He didn't get to that one, and the Cubs have a double.
Let's see if Ian Happ can drive in the game's first run. He hits one in the air to center. Pretty well hit back toward left center, but Church has room and makes the catch to end the inning. Cubs don't score, leave one, middle of inning number 4, 0-0 game on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Retirement isn't the time to guess. You've worked hard to build your savings. Now learn strategies that can help you protect, grow, and create income from what you've earned. Join us at our local academy, yes, right here near you, for a free educational class focused on retirement strategies. Because confidence in retirement doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a plan. Text TRADE to 210-210 now. Again, text TRADE to 210-210.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is seeing eye single. Do you know what it means?
Federally insured by NCUA.
League Leaders are sponsored by Gusto. Hire, pay, and grow your team with Gusto. The Giants' Luis Arraez leads the majors in batting average. Arraez hitting .331. Yordan Alvarez of the Astros, the home run leader with 35.
Jordan Walker swings and fouls it at the plate. Zach, go ahead.
And just for good measure, Alvarez also the on-base percentage leader, the slugging percentage leader, and the OPS leader. Wow. C.J. Abrams of the Nationals leads in RBIs with 82.
Here comes the 0-1 to Jordan Walker. A late swing on a good fastball, 0-2.
Nasim Nunez of the Nationals leads in steals with 38. Jacob Mizorowski, the ERA leader, 1.58. Christopher Sanchez of the Phillies, the victories leader with 13. Cade Smith of the Guardians, 30 saves to lead Major League Baseball.
Very good, Zach. Thank you for all of that. Here's a little line drive toward short, caught by Swanson. Looked like a low off-speed pitch. Walker hit a soft line drive, caught easily by the Cubs shortstop. One away. 0-0 game. Bottom of the fourth. The batter is Ivan Herrera.
Coming in live all season long, the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs. And the first out, always sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Herrera doubled his first time.
I'll tell you what, Boyd has had a really good slow curveball today. That has been a very good pitch for him. He has gotten Walker to either make an out or swing and miss that pitch multiple times.
Boyd's next pitch, off speed outside, this time to Herrera. Herrera doubled off the left field fence in the corner his first time. Check swing, beautiful changeup in for a strike. 1-2. What do you like, Ron?
I kind of like the idea of going with something hard up in the zone. I would not go inside, though, because I think Herrera handles the ball in probably best of all. Boyd changing what he's deciding to throw, and then Herrera steps out. I think between Amaya and Boyd, they were having some issue on what they were going to go with. Let's see if he goes with something away. Herrera hit a line drive bullet off the left field wall on his first AB.
1-2. Breaking ball just missed the outside corner.
Yeah, a little backdoor hook, just missed.
Each team with a hit, neither team with a run. Bottom of the fourth, one away. Nobody on, and the 2-2. Fisted foul back to the screen. And the trading deadline looming and approaching rapidly. Monday is the deadline, August 3rd. Should be interesting to see how busy or quiet it is between now and then. I was reading a story about Tarek Skubal, the star pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. I think it was either today or yesterday, he made a start in Detroit and received a standing ovation from the fans just in case it was his last game as a Tiger. Looper into shallow center. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Ivan Herrera with a little bloop single into shallow center, a one-out single in a 0-0 game, and the batter is Alec Burleson. I guess he would be the biggest potential name on the trade market. What do you think?
By far.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, the whole league is talking about him. The issues that you have is the Tigers are going to want a lot for him, and the team that gets him has a very good chance of only having him for 2 months, and then he becomes a free agent. So, it's a tough one. Where do you, where do you land? Because you're going to have to give up a lot to get the best pitcher in baseball.
And like you said, that 2-month rental fee could be very steep. Here comes the 0-1 to Burleson. Chopped foul at the plate.
It goes right back to 2016 for all Cub fans. The Cubs, they had to pay handsomely to get Aroldis Chapman, the best reliever in baseball at the time. The paid off. He ended up, the Cubs win a World Series, and that's what you're looking for a guy of that caliber to make that kind of impact.
Lefty to lefty, Boyd to Burleson. Breaking ball, buckled his knees. Cubs are going to challenge. It was called a ball by Todd Tishner, the umpire, but the Cubs said, wait a minute. I think that was a strike.
All strike challenge, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
Chicago has 2 remaining.
And it is a strike. Good job by Miguel Amaya. And that is strike 3 called to one of their best hitters, Burleson. So that's a big play.
Yeah, another good breaking ball by Boyd. That's another good hook. Perfect pitch. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers, brought to you by Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
4 strikeouts for Boyd now. The batter, Mason Wynn. The runner at first is Herrera. Scoreless game, 4th inning. 2 down. Wynn takes down low for a ball. Day game tomorrow. We'll be right here and have it for you, of course. Change up in there for a strike. 1-1. Tomorrow's game gets underway Central Time at 1:15. Javier Assad against Andre Palante. And then the Yankees will be waiting for the Cubs at Wrigley on Friday afternoon. Here's the 1-1. Toss to first, not in time. Shota Imanaga will pitch the opener against New York. The Yankees, by the way, have not announced any of their starters for the series. The Cubs have named one for all 3. Here's the 1-1. In there for a call, strike 2. So let's see here. Shota going Friday. Saturday, David Peterson, the left-hander. And Colin Ray will start the Sunday afternoon game. Keep in mind, the Saturday night game begins at 6:15. It's a national television ball game. So Cubs and Yankees here this Saturday night, 6:15 start. Mason Wynn at the plate, waiting for the 1-2. And he hits a bouncing ball to third, charging Bregman, gloves it, running throw to first, got him. Bregman makes that play very effectively and efficiently. No runs on a hit, 1 left. Zach Zaidman joins Ron Coomer in a moment. No score, Cubs and Cardinals as we go to the 5th inning on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Great Cubs guests all season long. Rahimi Harris and Grody, middays 10 to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Hayes puts it in the air to right field. Blackman can't get to it. Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The clubhouse spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
The game-changing bat.
Noenis Cespedes, unbelievable.
History shows one move in July can impact all of October.
Strikeout number 13 for Cliff Lee.
He's simply masterful. Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, Monday on MLB Network.
ParkFordPark.com.
Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score and the Odyssey app. Michael Conforto leads off the top half of the fifth inning for the Cubs as Dustin May deals, and the first pitch is low and inside for ball one. Cubs and Cardinals are scoreless. It's game 3 of a 4-game set. Cubs have just one hit so far tonight. Alex Bregman, who else, right? He's been red hot in this series, a double in the fourth. May working on the first base side of the rubber. Here's the 1-0 to Conforto. And that one misses low. 2-0 the count. You're very festive coming into this frame.
There's some great dancing on the scoreboard here in between innings. They had, I think that was Wham playing, right, the song, right?
Yeah.
And the St. Louis fans and the Cub fans, they were dancing away.
Conforto looks at a fastball for a strike, but as you just heard from the home plate umpire, Todd Tishner, Conforto's going to challenge this.
Ball strike challenge, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
2 remaining.
Yep, and the pitch was low, a fastball that missed, so 3-0 the count now on Conforto. Good challenge by Michael. Left-handed batter against the right-hander May, glove in front of the face. Now he rocks back, and May works his motion and deals. Conforto looks at ball 4, high and outside. So a nice start to the fifth for the Cubs. Conforto with a leadoff walk.
Well, outside of the first inning, that's the first time we've seen May really kind of miss the zone again. He's 59 pitches in the ball game, and after the first couple innings, he kind of settled in, and he's still spraying the ball around the strike zone, but the key word is strike zone. He's in the strike zone with most of his pitches, and he's had the Cubs, struggling to make good contact so far.
Pedro Ramirez lines one foul out of play off to the left. 0-1 the count. Ramirez struck out swinging his first time up. He's riding an 8-game hitting streak, which is why you keep hearing his name game in, game out.
Yeah, this kid can play. He's a big league player. If he were on half the other teams in the league, he'd be a starting player somewhere else. It's just, where do you play in the Cubs infield? Fouled that one back. He is, you and I saw him play a lot in spring, and just, every day you'd watch his early work, in the backfields, and I thought, wow, every day you get more and more impressed, and now you're seeing it here in the big leagues.
Conforto at first, no one out here in the top of the fifth. Scoreless game, 0-2 the count on Ramirez. Switch hitter batting from the left side. May, the right-hander, a long set. And now the pitch. Up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
By the way, I have to make my guess from the Vinny's Beverage Depot attendance game.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go 27,000. And no, I did not spend the extra time counting, but I thought about it.
Did you call the ticket office?
Here's the 1-2. This is fouled out of play. Just
I noticed you and Michael getting chummy up there with the ice cream you never brought to the front row, but did he give you like a heads up on the attendance today?
No.
Huh? Yeah.
Not publicly. 1-2 the count.
There you go, folks. There's your answer.
The pitch. This is pulled deep down the right field line, but hooking way foul out of play. That was a sweeper, and Ramirez turned on it. 1-2.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Conforto at first, no one out. 1-2 the count on Ramirez. Scoreless game here in the fifth. May's ready. The kick and pitch. Up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it wasn't ice cream that I had in the last inning. It was custard from a St. Louis company. And the home radio booth here at Busch Stadium invited me to have some. And
very nice.
After the 5th inning, you will be partaking as well. Here's the 2-2. Bouncing ball on the right side, ranging to his left. Sliding stop by Weatherholt. Nice play. He throws out Ramirez. Advancing to second on the play. Conforto one away.
Now this ball hitting the hole. Weatherholt goes out and gets this ball and makes a nice play. And Ramirez just about had a hit. That ball was hit pretty well in the hole. But, you know, like the Cubs middle infield, this Cardinal middle infield's pretty good too. Wynn with a cannon of an arm. Weatherholt looks like he's going to be a really solid big league player. He's got some pop in his bat. He does a good job at second base.
Dansby Swanson at the plate, chops one left side. It's fielded by Jordan. Throw across in time to get Swanson 2 away. And Conforto has to stay at second base.
Now this is a ball game for the Cubs offense. You know, and you and I talked about this. We were in between, you know, segments of your pregame show talking about May. That he's one of those hard throwers. He's got good stuff. You just don't know where it's going all. He doesn't know where it's going all the time or have great command. But it's never been an issue with stuff. And now today he's throwing up plenty strikes.
Miguel Amaya looks at a ball inside.
And you just haven't seen a lot of really good swings by Cubs hitters today. And the reason? He is throwing the ball around the edges of the zone and with a lot on it.
May checks second. That's where Conforto is. 2 away here in the 5th. Scoreless game. The 1-0 delivery to Amaya. And a high fly ball hit to deep right center. Walker back at the track has a play. Makes the catch short of the wall for out number 3. Conforto stranded at second base. Middle 5, no score. Cubs and Cardinals on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Hey, baseball fans, here's a question. Do you know if your retirement strategy is built to weather market ups and downs? At our local academy, right here in your area, discover educational strategies for protecting and growing retirement assets and creating lasting income. Your future deserves a plan. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class. That's TRADE to 210-210.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is climbing the ladder. Do you know what it means? Climbing the ladder. When a pitcher delivers a series of pitches out of the strike zone, each higher than the last, trying to get the batter to chase them.
And how about climbing the ladder there at 95 to get the swing and miss?
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB.
The Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
After the Cubs-Cardinals game on Sunday, August 16th, join 93 XR2 personalities, the Lindberghers, and special guests at Metro, just up the street from Wrigley Field, for Hometown Celebration, a benefit for the Lynn Bramer Scholars Fund. Get tickets today at metrochicago.com. Jose Fermin at the plate, and he looks at a curveball low and inside from Matthew Boyd to begin the bottom half of the 5th inning. Scoreless ball game, which has been rare so far in this series. The next pitch is in there for a strike, a changeup. Fermin showed bunt, pulled it back, and still took a strike. 1-1 the count. Bregman was playing in. Now he backs up at third. The pitch. Fermin swings, drills one. Deep left center field, ranging over Happ, and he makes the catch as PCA crisscrosses behind him. 1 away.
Excellent jump by Happer, and he goes in. You know, this is one of those plays for those two guys that, you know, the majority of the balls hitting the gap Pete takes. He just has great range, and it allows the defense, the corner defense for the Cubs, whoever's out there, and usually it's Happ and Suzuki, can play a little closer to the line. On that ball, Pete was not going to be able to get there, and Ian with a great jump on that ball and made a nice running catch.
Blaze Jordan at the plate, right-handed batter. Boyd delivers, Jordan swings, and it's a pop fly, shallow center. Crow Armstrong comes in, he's under it, and makes the catch. 2 away.
Yeah, these two guys on the bump are making it look easy, aren't they? I mean, there haven't been very many hard-hit balls. They're both mixing up their pitches pretty well. Boyd has a lot better command in this game than May, but May's also throwing 98 miles an hour tonight, and he has been able to throw plenty strikes and, kind of that effectively. Wow, both guys pitching very well.
Nathan Church at the plate. 2 down, bottom 5, scoreless game. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch. Church fists it foul out of play off to the left. 0-1. Both Boyd and May coming off quality starts last time out. On Friday in Pittsburgh, Boyd went 7 innings and allowed just 1 run. And May went 6 innings against Cincinnati here in St. Louis last Friday and allowed just 1 run. This pitch is fouled off the netting to the left by Church. Slider. Excellent break. 0-2.
And now we're getting a quick shot of the Cardinal dugout, and they're all congratulating May. And so he is 5 innings and out today. He had a very good ball game.
Boyd rocks back. High leg kick and pitch. And this one's way outside to Church. 1-2 the count. Temperature in the low 80s at the moment here in St. Louis. May throwing 70 pitches through 5 innings. Boyd delivers. Oh, and plugs Church. Get him on the helmet.
There's a slow curveball, and Church bent down and tried to get out of the way, and it did. It hit him in the helmet. I don't think it, let's see. Anytime the ball hits you in the helmet, that's an issue, but he started walking on the line and then just took his batting gloves off. So
there's a 74-mile-per-hour curveball, and Oliver Marmol, the Cardinals manager, along with the St. Louis trainer, taking a look at Church, and they're escorting him up the first base line just to make sure he's right.
The thing about some guys, and I was one of them, I had a hard time just turning in towards home plate and letting the ball hit you. Church was not able to do that either, and he bends down and goes straight down trying to get out of the way, and the ball kind of hooked right into him. If he would have turned, it would have hit him about at the waist, but it's easy to say just do that, but your instant reactions you go with, and you get hit in the helmet.
Pedro Pajes at the plate, and he looks at a changeup off the outside. 1-0 the count. Scoreless game, Cubs and Cardinals. It's game number 3 of this 4-game set. We're in the bottom half of the 5th inning, 2 away. Church with good speed at first, being held on by Bush. Boyd delivers. That's a changeup for a strike right along the outside edge. 1-1.
Boy, other than the one curveball that hit Church in this inning, hard pressed to think of another pitch that's gotten away from Boyd.
The 1-1 inside. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, he's been sharp tonight.
Everything. All of his pitches, his slow curveball's been outstanding tonight. He's had a great fastball inside to the right-handed hitters when he's wanted to use it. And the change is, he's been able to steal a lot of strikes on just called strikes with the changeup.
2-1 the count. 2 away. Throw to first. No tag applied by Bush as Church dives back in safely. Boyd as good of a pitcher as we've seen with the pickoff move in Major League Baseball over the last 2 years.
First out of the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Now the pitch. That one apparently missed.
Ball strike challenge, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. This one should be right at the top of the zone.
And it did miss.
Pitch is the ball. Chicago has 1 remaining.
Zone. The Cubs miss a challenge. Yep. It's a fastball from Boyd. So now the count is 3-1, and the Cubs have just 1 ABS challenge remaining for the rest of regulation. Church at first, 2 away. Boyd delivers. And Pajes fouls it out of play off to the right. Full count.
Boyd has stayed in on Pajes mostly with fastballs. Throwing that crossfired heater in on him, and Pajes had a hard time getting ahead of the bat out to that fastball.
There's a big hole on the right side of the infield with Bush holding on Church at first and Ramirez, the second baseman, up the middle just to the right of the bag. Lefty-righty matchup. Boyd peers in, acknowledges the sign from Amaya, puts the ball in the glove, sets up high, looks at first, works his motion and deals. And that pitch is outside, ball 4. Cardinals threatening now with men at first and second and 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. J.J. Weatherholt will dig in. First, though, time called as Miguel Amaya makes the slow walk out to the mound to have a conversation with Boyd. And now pitching coach Tommy Hotovy will jog out to the mound as well. While they do that, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams, we are 104.3 The Score, WSCR, WSCR-FM and HD1 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Mound meeting taking place right now as Tommy Hotovy is talking to Matthew Boyd. 2 away, bottom 5. Cardinals threatening with men at first and second, and J.J. Weatherholt due up. This is a scoreless game here in the last of the 5th. This is really the first time all night that Boyd has had a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, he made some good pitches to Pajes. He fouled them off, some of them inside fastballs, and he just got fouled off. And Matthew wanted to change up, and it just kind of ran off the edge of the strike zone. So now, this one time you got to make some pitches here. Weatherholt, so far in the ball game, has grounded out twice to Michael Bush.
Boyd kicks and delivers, and Weatherholt looks at a fastball off the outside, 1-0. Cubs have taken the first 2 games of this series. 7-3 on Monday, 11-2 last night. Boyd looks at second. Now he works his motion and deals. Weatherholt looks at another ball low and outside. That was a slider that missed. 2-0.
Kind of the first time Boyd has dropped down just a little bit. He dropped down slider and just kind of pulled that one across the zone. Got to make a good pitch here on 2-0.
Church at second, Pajes at first. Boyd's ready. The 2-0. Called strike to Weatherholt. Fastball.
It looked like he was taking all the way on 2-0. That was a fastball in the middle of the plate, right at the top of the zone.
Boyd acknowledges the sign from Amaya, straightens up, puts the ball in the glove, checks first, now checks second. Here's the 2-1. Weatherholt fouls it back out of play off to the left, 2-2.
93-mile-an-hour two-seamer running in on the hands of Weatherholt. Very good pitch. He gets himself right back into this count with 2 good pitches. Got to make one more quality pitch, maybe get a ground ball and get out of this inning.
2 on, 2 away, bottom 5. Scoreless game, Cubs and Cardinals. Boyd is ready. Now the 2-2. Weatherholt fouls it out of play off to the left. Looked like a breaking ball from Boyd.
Yeah, he went with the slow curveball there, and it didn't quite get the break that he wanted, and it stayed up and in. Weatherholt swung at it. It was probably a strike inside, but up.
Boyd has thrown 60 pitches so far tonight. We're in the 5th, scoreless game, 2 on, 2 away. The 2-2. Fouled away again off to the left by Weatherholt. Changeup from Boyd.
It's a good battle. The young second baseman for the Cardinals battling away. He's got a good year, hitting in the mid-250s, but he's got 15 home runs and 40 driven in. And the veteran Boyd, he's kind of showed the whole repertoire. He's got to make one more good pitch.
A long set, and now the 2-2. Foul back again out of play. Fastball, 95 miles per hour from Boyd. The next pitch will be number 8 of this plate appearance.
That last one was a great pitch inside. Weatherholt just spoiled it.
Lefty-lefty matchup. Boyd sets up high. The pitch. Breaking ball off the outside. Full count.
He's thrown 2 sliders in this at bat with the little drop down kind of sidearm delivery. Both of them have pulled across the zone and were wide.
Let's see what Boyd does on 3 and 2.
I'm going to say he's going to go off speed one more time and try to get Weatherholt to swing out in front of this pitch.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a foul back. Boyd went with fastball.
Gas outside corner. And Weatherholt just flicked at it. It's a good pitch. It's a quality pitch in the outside corner. And Weatherholt spoiled it. He didn't take a very good swing, but he hit a foul.
The next pitch will be number 10 of this battle between Boyd and Weatherholt. 2 on, 2 away, scoreless game, bottom 5. The 3-2. A bouncing ball hit on the right side, fielded by Ramirez. The flip to first in time, out number 3. And the Cardinals leave 2 as Boyd works his way out of the jam. We head to inning number 6, scoreless, Cubs and Cardinals on The Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here with Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and All-Star Ron Coomer on 104.3 The Score.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Retirement isn't the time to guess. You've worked hard to build your savings. Now learn strategies that can help you protect, grow, and create income from what you've earned. Join us at our local academy, yes, right here near you, for a free educational class focused on retirement strategies. Because confidence in retirement doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a plan. Text TRADE to 210-210 now. Again, text TRADE to 210-210.
The Clubhouse Spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
The game-changing bat.
Noenas Cespedes, unbelievable.
History shows one move in July can impact all of October.
Strikeout number 13 for Cliff Lee.
Simply masterful.
Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, Monday on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang. Today's phrase.
New Chicago.
Pete Crow Armstrong's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Zach Justin Brule, a left-hander, takes over on the mound for St. Louis. Dustin May, 5 impressive shutout innings of one-hit ball, but he'll have no decision. 0-0 game. Here we go, 6th inning. Pete Crow Armstrong leads off, takes a breaking ball for a strike from Brule. We've seen him earlier in the series, Ron. What's the plan against him?
Well, fastball slider guy does have a changeup. Pretty good arm.
The 0-1 to Pete. Curveball low and away.
And that's what we've seen from him earlier in the series with the lefties. A lot of breaking balls. See what's on tap here in the 6th inning, sponsored by Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer. Hadn't been a lot of things in flight in this ball game. 0-0 game. There's been 3 hits in the game and for both ball clubs.
In there for a strike. And it's 1-2. Pete without a hit in the series. Even a base on balls would be a potentially big development in this game. With his speed, it's 0-0.
Yeah, I think both managers would like to get a shot at getting some guys on base and trying to maybe manufacture a run.
Yeah, the 1-2. Swinging a foul back. He got away with that one. Nice crowd. Not a sellout. Still waiting for the attendance figure here at Busch Stadium.
Right at 29,000.
A lot of empty seats. Cardinals struggling. They are under 500 now after the Cubs have beaten them the last 2 games. Here's a smash foul past first. Starter Dustin May, very effective. Gave up just the one hit, a double to Alex Bregman in the 4th inning with 2 outs. That was it. And he just walked one man. He issued a pass to Conforto. Pete backs away from a high inside fastball. 2-2. Cubs trying to get to a season high 16 games above 500. Here comes the 2-2. Big chop over the mound. Might be a tough play. Weatherholt gloves it. Quick throw to first, and it is in time. Cubs might challenge the call. Maybe not. It looked like Burleson might have had to come off the bag, reaching up over his head for that high throw. But apparently not.
Burleson was stretching maybe just a touch too soon.
Chicago's challenging the alcohol.
Yeah, now they are going to challenge.
Okay,
so he came. It looked like to me he stretched too soon, then had to go up. If you wait for the ball, then you can stretch straight up. Obviously the Cubs think this is close enough to challenge. They must have thought that Burleson, bang play, came off the bag.
And he did. The question is, did he come back down on it before Pete Crow Armstrong stomped on the bag? I think Pete's foot got there first. Watching it again. Boy, it's close.
Yeah, very close.
All reviews in this game sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
Pete thinks he's safe. He went back over to first base. He's standing on the bag.
That's a big play in this game. Nobody out. It's a leadoff play in the 6th inning of a scoreless game. And with Pete's speed to repeat run, he might be thinking about moving and stealing a bag.
We're calling the field stance. Runners out. Chicago loses their challenge.
You heard it. Cubs lose their challenge, but it was certainly worth taking, I think.
Yep, it was borderline. It's one of those plays. I don't know if they saw enough to overturn it. Bang play, that's for sure.
Scoring that one 4-3. One away, nobody on. 6th inning, scoreless game. The batter is Seiya Suzuki. Seiya has walked and flied to left. Now the lefty Brule delivers. The ball popped up foul. A lot of room in foul territory, and the first baseman Burleson will make the catch. There's probably about as much space in foul ground in this park as there is in any park in the National League.
Yeah, I would agree. When the A's used to play in Oakland at the Coliseum, that probably had the most. Now that ballpark is no longer in existence in Major League Baseball, this is probably it. You're right.
2 down, nobody on. Michael Bush, the batter. Takes a breaking ball outside. Between the bases and the dugouts on either side, you've got about 60 feet. But then there's a large amount of foul territory beyond the bases going down the lines in foul ground. Bush chops this one foul 1-1. You notice that run on overthrows sometimes. You see guys take multiple bases on overthrows because it bounces around in foul ground and takes a long time to retrieve. Not much hitting in this game. Cubs have 1, Cardinals have 2.
Both starting pitchers were very good through the first 5 innings.
Now the 1-1 from Brule. Hit high in the air, right field, deep. Back goes Walker, backpedaling with room near the track. Now comes in and makes the catch. Bush just missed. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 0-0 game. Cubs and Cardinals on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is climbing the ladder. Do you know what it means? Climbing the ladder. When a pitcher delivers a series of pitches out of the strike zone, each higher than the last, trying to get the batter to chase them.
And how about climbing the ladder there at 95 to get the swing and miss?
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
This guy, Renneria, is a tough out there because he handles the ball the other way so well. A lot of nail biting now as Nagy comes back, and there's a line drive behind second base. Base hit, and the Marlins have won it. And they are crazy at Pro Player Park.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com. Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different. And
.com/WSJ.
Matthew Boyd pitching great ball tonight, 5 shutout innings. And he'll face Walker, Herrera, and Burleson, the 2, 3, and 4 batters in the Cardinals' order here in the 6th inning of a scoreless game. Walker, very quiet in the series, has struck out and lined out tonight. He's 0 for 7. He pokes it foul off to the right and out of play. Still some daylight left. The lights have been turned on naturally since game time. Approaching the twilight hour, but not there yet. Herrera on deck as Walker takes outside from Boyd. Boyd in 6 career games against the Cardinals had a no decision and had 3 wins and 2 losses before tonight. Liner down the left field line, long run. Ian Happ can't make the catch. It's a base hit, and Walker will hold it first with a long single. Nice play by Happ to get it back in. Didn't look like Walker was running all that hard out of the box, which is very surprising. I'm not sure why not.
Yeah, I would agree to that. I don't know if he just thought it was going to be a single. This ball carried down the line pretty well. And Ian got it in, so just the leadoff single. They got Herrera at the plate. He is definitely a double play candidate.
He has doubled and singled in this game. So he has 2 of the Cardinal 3 hits, and the other one just took place by Walker, who's being held on by Bush at first. The veteran southpaw Boyd ready for the 1-0. And Herrera lines it foul off to the right out of play.
Now Boyd's last inning, he had a long 10-pitch at bat with Weatherholt. And in this heat and the humidity and all that, you wonder, now that he's in the 6th inning, his pitch count's still in good shape. He's going to be at 70 pitches. But, did that take something out of him that last inning?
Deep fly ball to left, out of play, foul. Nobody throwing in the Cub bullpen at the moment.
Yeah, that 5th inning was the only inning he really had to pitch out any trouble. He had first and second and 2 outs. But eventually won the battle against Weatherholt and just got the little roller to second base.
Boyd at 71 pitches. He's got a little left in the tank, you would think. Jordan Walker being held by Bush at first. Scoreless game. The stretch for the 1-2. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Here comes the delivery. Curve, bouncing ball right side. Ramirez will go to first base. That's the right choice. He was shaded over near second. Had to range over toward the hole and make the pickup. That's always an awkward play for a second baseman to have to stop and throw back to second. You're almost always better off going to first.
Yeah, he definitely made the right choice as he had to range far to his left to field this ball. And, the one thing when your pitcher is rolling and you get a ball hit to you, at the end of the play, you want to get an out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the deal. Your starting pitcher's on a roll. Let him pitch, and don't put him in a worse jam trying to make the Superman play. Just get the out.
Alec Burleson, the batter, he struck out and grounded out in his first 2 at-bats. He got first base open. The lead at second by Walker. Here's a liner into right. Coming in as Suzuki has to play it on a bounce. Walker had to hold up and advances only to third. Nice little decoy move by Suzuki, holding the glove up near the head as if he was going to grab a fly ball. He knew he would have to play it on a bounce. But that momentary reach above his head froze the runner at second just a little bit.
Top spin lob, Burleson. So Walker and Burleson, the 2 top hitters for St. Louis, with hits in this inning. And now it's Wynn at the plate. You know, you look for a double play. He would have to hit a sharp ground ball to one of the Cub infielders.
Cubs keep the infield back.
Bregman's going to play close enough in to where if the ball's hit slowly in front of him, he can throw home.
And the pitch to Wynn, drilled deep to right, slicing foul and out of play. Wynn does have 4 home runs. We've seen him hit some long drives. Boyd could really use a strikeout right now. He has fanned 4 Cardinals in the game. Runners at first and third, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Now it's 0-2, Ron. He must be thinking strikeout.
He
here.
Absolutely is. Wynn's frustrated. He got a breaking ball up and away. Might not have been a strike, but it was a pitch he could certainly serve to right field. And, you know, at the whole right side of the diamond open, that's a ball you can hit over there, drive in a run, and take the lead. And he just fouled it off.
Again, the infield back. Wynn waiting for the 0-2 from Boyd. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Off-speed pitch got him. Biggest strikeout of the night for Matthew Boyd. 2 down. Runners at first and third. No score. The batter is Jose Fermin.
This goes right back to what we've talked about many times, and I've lived this as a player. When you're at the plate and you're facing a guy that's been really on a roll pitching, when you have men in scoring position and you get a pitch to hit, you better hit it, because if not, he's going to end up dealing, and you end up punching out. And that's exactly what happened in that last at bat. Wynn got the 1 pitch away. He didn't hit it. He fouled it off. Boyd makes a great pitch the next pitch and gets the strikeout.
Fermin takes low and inside. 2 down, first and third. No score, bottom of the 6th. The pitch to Fermin. Backdoor curve is low. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Fermin retired on a grounder to second and a fly ball out to center earlier. Now the 2-0 from Boyd. Low and inside, didn't miss by much. Blaze Jordan is on deck as the count has gone 3-0 to Jose Fermin.
Wow, that was close. That was actually a pitch that if they would have challenged would have been a strike.
Let's see if Fermin is swinging on 3-0. The pitch, no, inside by quite a margin, quite a wide margin. And that's ball 4 to load the bags with 2 down. And Blaze Jordan due up.
Still nobody up in the Cubs bullpen. Tommy with the slow walk out to the mound. I would assume that the phone will ring in the bullpen at any second. And there'll be some action, and you see some guys moving around now. So Ottavy will go slow the game down for Boyd, and the Cubs will get somebody warming up in their bullpen.
Tommy undoubtedly talking about how to work to the batter, Blaze Jordan. Ron, what might that entail?
So far in the ballgame, he punched him out in the first at bat, and then he flew out fairly deep to center in his second AB. To me, right now for Boyd, it's what are your best pitches right now that you have the most confidence in to execute where you want them to go? That, to me, when you start getting into this heat, and you're in that, what is he, about 80 pitches in the game now, I would think?
Exactly 80.
So, that's the big question if you're Matthew. What can I execute really well and see if that will work and get me out of this inning?
Here we go. Bases loaded. 2 down. No score. 6th inning. Blaze Jordan the batter. The pitch by Boyd. A swing and a pop fly. Foul. Amaya running over. Does he have room? He makes the catch. Over near the on-deck circle, third base side. Inning over. Jordan fouls out to the Cubs catcher Amaya. Nice play by Miguel. We go to the 7th inning. 0-0 game. You are listening to The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home...
Heard by NCUA.
Top 7 in St. Louis. Cubs and Cardinals still scoreless. The 7th inning is sponsored by the Volvo XC90. Room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you. Pat?
All right, Zach, thank you. We go to inning number 7, 0-0 game. Alex Bregman first up, hits a ground ball to the hole at short, fielded by Wynn. Throw to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 down. The new Cardinal pitcher, right-hander Ryan Stanek. What's the plan against him, Ron?
Well, Stanek, big, strong guy, very good fastball, good slider. Been around the league a long time. Hard thrower.
1 away, 0-0 game. Ian Happ, the batter. Let's think about the possibility of a solo home run winning a game like this. So the guys with power, their at-bats take on a little added significance. We're going to take a look at some baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. It's time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. Happ takes low and inside, 1-1.
Anything big happen at today's date? The 29th?
Yes, sir. Ron Hansen, shortstop for the Senators, became the 8th big leaguer to execute an unassisted triple play.
Oh, wow. That had to be 2 men on, or bases loaded, everybody moving on the pitch, line drive to short.
It sounds right.
Right.
Runner at first.
Yeah.
Overcommits running towards second.
Yeah.
And the shortstop, as you said, caught the ball and steps on second, and then runs over and tags the runner coming from first. That's about the only way you could really imagine. It might have been an unusual play. I'm not sure. Here's the pitch on the way, swinging away, fouled away by Ian Happ.
Coming to you live all season long, the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Happ 0 for 2. He'll take low and inside for a ball. 7th inning, 0-0 game. Smokey Burgess of the Pirates at Crosley Field hit 3 home runs and drove in 9. A swing and a miss, strike 3, and Happ is out number 2. So Smokey actually did that as a Cincinnati Red, as they beat the Pirates 16-5. But Smokey Burgess was the catcher for Ron Santo's first big league at bat.
Oh, wow.
It was in Pittsburgh. It was in June of 1960. And Ron always told this story. It always gave me a good laugh. Here's a pitch taken high for a ball. Bob Friend is on the mound pitching. First pitch, he throws a wicked curveball, and it's a called strike. Smokey walks out in front of Santo, throws the ball to Friend, and says, "Kid, that was a big league curveball." Ron said, "Thank you."
Yeah, that's about all I can say.
Then the next pitch, he drills a base hit up the middle.
There you go.
To drive in a run. I was told him you should have yelled to Smokey from first. That catcher, that's a big league RBI.
That's a big league hit right there.
Yes, sir. 2-1 on Conforto, but it was one of those things, and you probably have vivid memories of your very first game. I mean, people involved, pitches involved, what count it was, how you felt, who was there watching you.
Absolutely.
Your senses are just so heightened.
You never forget that, and the adrenaline rush of walking to home plate is immense. And I'd never felt that before in my life.
I feel that way when I throw out the first pitch at Wrigley before a game. Maybe not quite as intensely as you felt.
I was going to say, wow. We're going to have to call back home. I want to see you go back out there and throw. And we got the Yankees and Dodgers coming in. We could, it'll be a packed house.
Someone's been barking at me a little bit here. Here's the 3-2 pitch down low for a ball, and that's ball 4. Conforto gets the walk with 2 down. Michael is not really a base-stealing candidate as Pedro Ramirez comes up. And let's see if Pedro can find a gap and drive in a run in this spot. Nothing game.
Yeah, the big key now is for Conforto at first to make sure you get a good secondary lead. Probably won't be running, but boy, you want him to score if you get a gapper.
Pitch to Pedro low in the dirt. Rolls a few feet away, but not far enough for Conforto to advance. Baseball is such an unpredictable game, Ron. The last 2 nights, the Cubs have been lashing out base hits virtually every inning. 31 hits in the 2 games. Tonight, they have a grand total of 1 hit.
Yeah, crazy, right? And I'll tell you, May threw the ball very well tonight. He sprayed the ball around the strike zone. I think out of his first 28 pitches in the ballgame, I'm sure of this, 14 balls, 14 strikes. But then he settled in from that moment and threw enough strikes to be very effective and just made it difficult on the Cubs hitters. That last walk, it's sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Speeding in a work zone, like Zach says, is like arguing with an ump. It's a no-win. Mind your signs and avoid your fines, just in case you needed to know that, Mr. Hughes.
The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed by Pedro Ramirez. Now, you mentioned Zach's name in there. Jack, did you do the writing for that particular commercial?
He might get a little piece of this action here. You never know.
I'm trying to work that for him, Ron. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's a wild pitch. Coming back to the screen, the catcher doesn't know where the ball is. Conforto will stop at second. Conforto ran and then started to slow down. He might have been able to go to third, but there are 2 down. Now a base hit could drive him in. And the count on Pedro Ramirez will go to, is it 1-1, I believe?
It is 1-1.
It's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1.
My computer's still trying to figure out the argue with the ump situation.
That was a WP allowing Conforto to get to second. Here's a deep drive to right down the line, and this ball is going to go foul. Hard hit ball by Pedro Ramirez, but he pulled it foul. And the count now is 2-2.
Well, you got a fastball inside, hammered it, just pulled the trigger a touch early, and hooked it foul.
Good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. 0-0. 7th inning, 2 down. A runner at second for the Cubs. That's Conforto. Pedro Ramirez trying to drive him in. And the 2-2. Fouled away. Had a good swing.
Yeah, he's had some good swings tonight. Punched out and grounded to second. Hooked a couple balls deep to right, foul.
Stanek, the right-hander, Ryan Stanek, with a brand new ball, glances back at the runner and brings it. The ball is popped up foul over near the third base dugout, and this ball is out of play. Again, we talk about the immense amount of foul territory here in St. Louis. So on every foul ball on a spot like this, you really have to wait. Two and two, 2 down, 0-0 game. The lead by Conforto down at second. He's about 12 feet off the bag. The next pitch outside, 3-2.
Stanek went with a little split finger, and he threw that one very hard for a split. That was 90-mile-an-hour split finger off the plate away. Nice big pitch and ball game here.
Let's see if Pedro gets something to hit on 3-2. You do have a bag open. Dansby Swanson on deck.
I would think the veteran pitcher would throw something off speed and not throw a strike.
The 3-2. Swing and a foul back.
It was a fastball, and it looked like it was in the zone. It might have been down and away, but it was in the zone. I'm kind of surprised Stanek threw him a strike.
Let's see if he does it again here, Ron. 3-2.
This will be the 9th pitch of this at bat for Ramirez and Stanek.
Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. And the pitch, high for ball 4. That was a professional plate appearance by Pedro Ramirez. And for a relatively inexperienced player, that was impressive.
Yeah, that's a very good at-bat and a good take, Patrick. You know, you got a young guy out there, battling against a real veteran pitcher who can make it tough on lefties with the high fastball and split. He had a great AB.
Here is Dansby Swanson. 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. Dansby takes a fastball away. Ball 1. Cub fans ready to make some noise in this spot. Scoreless game. 7th inning. Conforto leads at second. Ramirez at first. The 1-0. Down low, and it's 2-0. What you thinking here?
I think you got to look for a fastball here if you're Dansby and see if you get that heater and be on time with it.
Stanek, long hair flowing out the back of his red cap. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. He was on him, but came up empty with a good cut.
Yeah, that was a good swing and a good fastball. 97-mile-an-hour fastball inside corner.
Swanson waiting for the 2-1 from Stanek. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He got fooled that time. Tried to check his swing. Couldn't do it. 2-2.
Last 2 pitches, both fastballs to Dansby. One inside, one outside. Both at 98 miles an hour.
Utility starting in the Cardinal bullpen. A couple of right-handers getting ready in back of Stanek. Cubs with a scoring chance. 2 out, 2 on. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. A high hard one got him. Cubs don't score. They get a couple of walks. Lead 2. Middle of the 7th inning. 0-0 game. Cubs and Cardinals on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Mully and Haw. Mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
It's It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I got a text early this morning from Susan Waldman. She said, "Enjoy your day." And I texted back, "It feels like the World Series all over again."
That's Joe Torre, after having his number 6 retired by the New York Yankees. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com. Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
So it's been Kirby's night. He's had a big one.
Great. Time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. In San Francisco earlier today, the Giants, a 16-3 hammering of the Brewers. Daniel Susac hit 2 home runs. So at the moment, the Cubs 5.5 games behind first-place Milwaukee in the National League Central.
All right, Zach. Matthew Boyd on the mound. Deep drive into right center field. Going over and making a backhanded running catch is Seiya Suzuki. Nathan Church gave that ball a long ride, but it's a long, loud out. One away here in the 7th inning. Good play.
Now that's that area in the ballpark that we talked about the first 2 ball games, where that deep gap here in this park in Busch Stadium, you got to really hit it a long way. And, you know, Church hit it right to the wall, and Suzuki brought it in.
Pedro Pajes, the batter. Matthew Boyd still on the mound. Pitching great ball tonight. 4 hits allowed, no runs. Well, you get into these stretches where you're playing, as the Cubs are, 17 days in a row. These are very important games. When you have a starter that can give you 7 or 8 or 9 sometimes.
Absolutely.
Give that bullpen a little much-needed rest. Speaking of the bullpen, a right-hander starting to throw for the Cubs.
Matthew had 84 pitches here in the game.
Nothing ball game. 1 away, bases empty. Pajes waiting for the 1-1 from Boyd. Here it comes. Fastball just missed outside. Boyd at 85 pitches, comes back 2-1. Changeup is low and outside, 3-1.
That last changeup, that one looked like first pitch I've seen that Boyd looked a little fatigued throwing that ball.
And the 3-1. Bouncing ball right side. Ramirez will run over, gobble it up, throw to first, gets his man, 2 down.
Good pitch, little changeup, and gets the little roller off the end of the bat. And Ramirez comes in. Pajes does not run well, so routine out. You're 1 out away from throwing 7 shutout innings against the Cardinals.
In case you're wondering about Nico Horner, he's fine. He's healthy, just getting a night off. He might come off the bench and play a key role before this one's over. J.J. Weatherholt steps in and takes outside for ball 1. Now this guy could steal a bag, so you do not want him getting on in this spot. He has bounced out 3 times, make it 4 times as he grounds to second. Ramirez backhands, throws him out. 7 shutout innings for Matthew Boyd. Let's see if the Cubs can get him a run or 5. We go to the 8th inning. Nothing game on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Dansby Swanson. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Gibson swings and a fly ball to deep right field. This is going to be a home run. Unbelievable! A home run for Gibson. And the Dodgers have won the game 5-4. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. Is this really happening, Bill?
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Yeah, it's a lot of credit to them. A lot of credit to CY, a lot of credit to our ownership, and have them today.
No score, top of the 8th inning here on a warm night at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. And this 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's cars of the K to donate your car today, partner. And we have some kind of pitchers duel going on between the Cubs and the Cardinals.
8th inning run, 0-0 game. George Soriano, a right-hander, pitching for St. Louis. Miguel Amaya leads it off and takes a strike. And according to Zach, George is a cousin of former Cub Alfonso Soriano. Here comes the 0-1. Amaya hits a high pop fly, might be playable in this park. Over near the first base dugout is Burleson. Nope, it's out of play.
Attention meeting, here's this evening's official attendance total, 31,499. 31,499.
And they've heard the announcement of the attendance, 31,499. We're going to see how we did in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. 0-2 on Amaya. Soriano from the stretch. The pitch drilled foul past third.
Boy, Amaya was right on an inside heater. Just hooked it foul.
Pete Crow Armstrong is on deck, and then Seiya Suzuki. Nail-biting time. 8th inning, 0-0 game. Amaya takes the ball just outside. Looks like Ron Coomer was the winner in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. Ron guessed 29,000, and he was the closest. Here comes the 1-2. Soriano looking out over third base as he comes set. There's a big chop foul toward third. It actually ended up in fair territory, but it hit him in the foot while he was in the box. Dead ball immediately. So, Ron, how are you going to celebrate your big win in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game?
Well, they are a champagne provider.
That's what they say. Here it comes.
Have a little champagne with me?
1-2 to Amaya is down low. It's a team party at Coomer's room at the hotel. Is that what you're trying to say?
Sure, why would you?
You may not be there, but
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Have fun, guys. See ya.
Enjoy the night.
2-2 pitch swung on and missed. The ball dropped by the catcher, Pages. He'll throw to first in time. And Amaya is out number 1.
Now Pete coming to the plate, and they're not gonna make a change and bring lefty in, obviously, with Soriano just coming into the game. But this is where you'd really like Pete to be able to get on base. He can create some havoc with him being on, or you just hit one out of the ballpark. He's got 21 bombs, I do believe.
He swings away and fouls it away.
23 bombs. I don't want to take 2 away, yeah.
Tonight he is 0 for 3. Ron, he is 0 for 10 in this series, so he's due. Scoreless game in the 8th. The 0-1. Pete takes a changeup for a strike. 0-2. That was in a very hittable area, but he was not looking for an off-speed pitch. Now the big right-hander Soriano brings it again. Off-speed outside. 1-2. Game number 9 in the season series. There will be 13 games total between the Cubs and Cardinals. They've split the first 8. That's usually the way it goes, or close to it. And the set for the 1-2. And PCA hits a ground ball to first, charging and picking as Burleson runs over, steps on the bag. Out number 2.
Pretty good off-speed pitch by Soriano. Had Pete out front. He just rolls over a little two-hopper to Burleson.
So it's up to Seiya Suzuki in this spot. Seiya has walked, flied to left, and popped out. And of course, he has the power to give the Cubs the lead with one swing. 18 home runs for the year.
Opponent's pitching change is sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs. And leader in smart water, commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com.
The next offering is a strike. 31,000 plus are here. Many Cub fans. Cubs with 1 hit, Cardinals with 4. Neither team with an error, and great pitching on both sides. And the 1-1. Low and outside, 2-1.
Cubs' 1 hit in this ball game was a double by Bregman. He hit a bomb out to right center. Ground rule double is bounced on the warning track.
Now the 2-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Seiya out in front, 2-2. Well, one reason the crowd is not as big as it normally would be, the Cardinals have been struggling. They are actually under 500 now after losing the first 2 in this series. Under 500 for the first time all year. Here comes the 2-2. Low and outside, 3-2. You always think about one swing and one long ball in a game like this.
Absolutely, and you know the ballpark is not playing all that big. I mean, it's hot and humid here, so the ball will carry.
The payoff pitch to Suzuki. Taken high, ball 4. No challenge. It's a base on balls. Suzuki at first, 2 down, and Michael Busch coming up.
Now Busch, a left-handed hitter against the right-handed Soriano. This could be a pretty good matchup for Michael. He just missed in his last at-bat in the 6th inning. Hit a high towering shot to Walker on the track and right.
Yeah, Soriano's pitch to Busch. There's a strike, 0-1. You're wondering about Suzuki. He's got decent running speed, but he's not a big base stealer. Here's the pitch on the way to Busch. Taken for a strike. Suzuki, 1 stolen base, and that's the only one he's tried all year, so 1 for 1. Soriano backs away. Busch backed out of the box. There's always sense when the ball game is on the line on every pitch, which it is right now. And the pitch. Swinging a foul back by Busch. The outfielders run much deeper. They don't want a ball hit over their heads, something that would allow Suzuki to score from first. So there's more space in front of them for base hits to fall in.
Church has to be a good 25 feet deeper than he normally plays, at least. Left fielder's a step and a dive from the warning track.
Is a chopper foul right side. Suzuki on 0-2. Let's see if he might be on the run, on the move. What do you think?
I would say, this, you're going to get some off-speed pitches. I would say there's not a problem there. I'd send him.
He's not running. Swing and a miss by Bush to end the inning. Off-speed pitch got him. Cubs don't score. It's on to the bottom of the 8th inning in a 0-0 game. On the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Swing and a belt, left field, way back, Blue Jays win it! The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions. Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Yeah, it's a lot of credit to them. A lot of credit to CY, a lot of credit to our ownership, on having a view and bringing in people. And it's truly incredible, to have this group behind us and to be world champs now, man. It's crazy.
That's Corey Seager after he received the 2023 World Series MVP award. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking, the list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted.
VillageofBedfordPark.com.
MLB Plus is new for 2026. Stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. and select out-of-market games every week, plus live radio broadcasts of every game, game day, 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. Pat?
Bottom of the 8th inning, Jacob Webb is the new man on the mound for the Cubs. 0-0 game, Jordan Walker batting. First pitch low and outside. A tremendous outing for Matthew Boyd. He'll have no decision, but this might have been the best game he's ever pitched in a Cub uniform.
Yeah, it was outstanding. He had great command from pitch number 1.
Walker will take a strike. 1-1.
7 shutout innings, 4 hits. That's pretty good.
Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Webb always works from the stretch. The 1-1. Fastball, strike 2 call. Quality start by Matthew Boyd. Sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Start your next project with quality paints from Benjamin Moore, official paint of the Chicago Cubs. Webb, a hard-throwing right-hander. 47th game of the year. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 call. Walker never took the bat off his shoulder. Some bullseyes thrown by Jacob Webb.
Yeah, he made some good pitches. This last one, fastball, and Walker's surprised, but this ball is right down the middle. He was expecting anything but a fastball, and he got one center cut, didn't pull the trigger.
0-0 game, bottom of the 8th inning. Ivan Herrera swings and misses at a breaking ball. Glancing to the Cubs' 9th inning, Alex Bregman will lead off, Ian Happ to follow, and then Michael Conforto. The 0-1 from Webb. Off speed, called strike 2.
A good hook right on the outside corner. Excellent pitch.
Cardinals have their bullpen going. It looks like a right-hander throwing for them. Here's a swing and a chop foul at the plate.
O'Brien, the right-hander, warming up in the pen for St. Louis.
Scoreless game, bases empty, 1 away, bottom of the 8th. Herrera waiting, and the pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. A high hard one gets in. 2 down.
Pair of punch-outs in the inning for Webb. He comes in blazing some heaters. Threw a fastball to get Walker, and now a high-gas fastball right past Herrera.
Another dangerous hitter steps in. Alec Burleson, left-handed batter. And he'll take one down low, ball 1. Burleson tonight has grounded out, struck out, and singled. Webb always works from a stretch. The right-hander brings it 1-0. The ball hit foul, out of play left side, 1-1.
Well, you know what Burleson's thinking. That last swing he just took, he was looking at it a long way. He's a big, strong guy.
Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Another mighty swing by Burleson. What do you like here, Ron?
You know what? He hasn't caught up to the fastball against Webb. I like the fastball, and, you know, if you can get it inside, I don't think he's going to catch up with his heater.
It's 1-2. The pitch, swing and a foul back.
Good fastball. All fastballs to Burleson and SAB.
Webb ready for the 1-2. Scoreless game, 8th inning. Bases empty, 2 down. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Took something off of that one, and Burleson out in front, and down he goes. We go to the 9th inning. It's a 0-0 game between the Cubs and the Cardinals on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
How many people can say?
When it's time to scale your business, it's time for Shopify. Get everything you need to grow the way you want. Like, all the way. Stack more sales with the best converting checkout on the planet. Track your cha-chings from every channel, right in one spot. And turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities. Take your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify. Start your free trial today.
The Clubhouse Spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
The game-changing bat.
Noenas Cespedes, unbelievable.
History shows one move in July can impact all of October.
Strikeout number 13 for Cliff Lee.
Simply masterful. Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, Monday on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Swing and a drive to deep left field. Back goes Castro. It is gone! The Royals needed 2. They got 4. On a walk-off grand slam by Bobby Witt Jr.
Listen to the game's next unforgettable call right here on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test.
Getting set for the top of the 9th inning here in St. Louis. Cubs, Cardinals still scoreless. The 9th inning is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Pat?
Riley O'Brien, the Cardinal closer, is on to work in the 9th inning. It's a tie game. 0-0. Alex Bregman leads off the 9th and takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Bregman, Happ, and Conforto. O'Brien, tall, lanky, hard-throwing right-hander. Bregman takes a strike, 1-1. What would be your approach leading off the 9th inning like this?
Try to hit one in the upper deck.
That's a good approach. You always like to keep things simple, Ronnie.
There you go.
Here's the 1-1. Bregman hits a fly ball into shallow right. Walker coming in, gets there, makes the catch. 1 down, 9th inning, 0-0 game. The batter, Ian Happ. Let's pause 10 seconds right here for station ID. You're listening to The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talk Cubs with us, Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score, on Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
O'Brien with a record of 3-4, his ERA 3.67. Ian Happ takes inside. I do see he has saved, not that this is a save chance or anything, but he's saved 26 out of 31. So he's good, but he's not unbeatable or untouchable. Here comes the 1-0. Happ takes outside for a ball. 2-0.
Bregman was cleanup hitter. They're sponsored by Chicagoland's appliance leader, Grand Appliance. Get your all-star Bosch kitchen at grandappliance.com.
Happ trying to get a hold of one. The 2-0 pitch, a strike on the inside corner. Ian has grounded out, flied to center run, and struck out.
Yeah, a little comebacker. He threw that one inside, and it came back over the inside corner.
Happ swings and misses at a curveball. 2-2. Happ just trying to get on with one away in a scoreless game in the top of the 9th inning. And he'll swing and miss. Strike 3, out number 2.
Couple good off-speed pitches to Ian to get the punch out. Opponents' pitching changes are sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com.
Michael Conforto batting. He's got some power, and he swings and misses. O'Brien has only allowed 2 home runs in 42 innings of work. Here comes the 0-1. Called strike 2. He's making some very good pitches.
He's painting both corners of the strike zone, and then he's in a very good off-speed pitch so far in this inning.
The outfield very, very deep. Pretty much straight away. 2 down, top of the 9th. No score in the game. Bases empty, and the 0-2 pitch to Conforto. Michael takes a curve down low.
Fermin's so deep, he almost needs a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't get much deeper than that unless you're standing in the dirt on a warning track.
So they're going to give up all singles in front of them. They don't want a ball hit over their heads for an extra base knock. Here's a check swing inside. It almost hit Conforto. It did hit him. It did hit him. Interesting, Rob. The umpires appealed to see if he swung. He did not swing, and then the ball hit him. Had he swung and it hit him, he'd still be out.
Yeah, he'd be out. That's right.
But he did not swing, so it's a hit by pitch.
Yep. So he gets hit by the pitch, and he will get his base after the appeal, but that works out great for the Cubs. And then the Cubs with a pinch runner coming into the ballgame.
Justin Dean. Justin Dean is the pinch runner at first, running for Conforto.
I would think he'd be off and running.
Pedro Ramirez at the plate. Dean a good lead, not running. And Ramirez takes low and inside. What would be your approach if you're Ramirez?
Well, you're looking to drive a ball somewhere, but if the other thing too is Dean, O'Brien's slow to the plate, so Dean's got to take off on this pitch.
He's got his lead. A pickoff throw, and it's a wild throw, and Dean is going to go down to second base. That's as good as a stolen base. It's going to be a throwing error on the pitcher, I believe.
E1.
It is. And now the Cubs have the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now, does that change your at-bat if you're Ramirez?
I don't think so. You're still trying to drive a ball or get you a base hit. The key for the Cubs, though, is any kind of base hit to the outfield grass will score Dean easily.
Errors by the opponent. Sponsored by North Shore, the MVP of adult diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, visit northshore.com. 2 down, a man at second base. Pedro Ramirez in the game has struck out, grounded out, and walked. The outfielder's not quite so deep. They want to be able to make a throw home if necessary.
Yeah, they're going to walk Ramirez now.
Intentional walk for Pedro. Dansby Swanson coming up.
Now, a couple things here. Ramirez, everybody around the league knows he has been swinging the bat well. And now you got right on right with O'Brien, the all-star closer, against Dansby. Here's her for Dansby. Boy, if you could shoot one the other way, you'll drive in that run.
Right-hander to right-hander the pitch. Dansby takes a strike. He's got a good fastball.
Yeah, that was a fastball on the outside corner.
Dean leads at second. Ramirez at first. No score, ninth inning. 2 outs. Swanson checks his swing on the next pitch. A breaking ball misses down low, 1-1.
Pretty good hook by O'Brien. Great take by Dansby.
Fermin well off the left field line. The left fielder about 100 feet off the left field line. Now Dansby takes outside, 2-1. Walk a guy intentionally, it always puts a little more pressure on your pitcher to throw strikes to the next batter. Now it's 2-1. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Everything away from Dansby in this at bat.
Runners take their leads, first and second, 2 down. We're in the top of inning number 9. Nothing game. Cubs and Cardinals. They have a history of playing nail biters against each other. We've got another one tonight. And the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball, shallow right. Burleson going out. Walker coming in. The right fielder makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Swanson retired on a short fly ball to right. Cubs do not score, leave a pair, middle of the 9th inning. Cubs nothing, Cardinals nothing. This is The Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
The Clubhouse Spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
The game-changing bat.
Noenas Cespedes, unbelievable.
History shows one move in July can impact all of October.
Strikeout number 13 for Cliff Lee.
Simply masterful. Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, Monday on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Delman, line drive, left field, heading for the corner. It's a base hit. It goes right past Martinez. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. Here's Hardy. Here's the relay. The tag, safe at the plate. Delman Young, a double with the bases loaded. He drives in 3, and the Orioles have gone ahead in the 8th inning.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang.
Today's phrase is ducks on the pond. Do you know what it means? Ducks on the pond. When 2 or 3 runners are on base.
Fashions at the lowest prices.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
Bottom of the 9th inning, Caleb Thielbar, veteran left-hander, is now doing the Cub pitching. Mason Wynn to lead it off. Jose Fermin to bat next, and then Blaze Jordan. It's Very simple. Thielbar needs to put a 0 on the board and get this game into extra innings. Curveball is in there for a strike to Mason Wynn.
Thielbar, very good left-hander, good hook, good running fastball.
Wynn drives it foul, 0-2. What do you like here, Ron?
I like that fastball away from Wynn and staying away from him. So, to me, in this situation now in the bottom of the ninth and there's been no runs, the thing you want to stay away from is that power slot where guys that don't hit a lot of home runs could actually hit one. So that down and in pitch, to me, better be in off the plate and down about shoe top high if you go inside.
Wynn has 4 home runs. He swings and misses, strike 3. He tried to check, couldn't do it. And that's out number 1. A pitch down in the dust. Wynn obviously swung. And he is out number 1. Yeah, he swung almost a full cut.
That plays of the game tonight, sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. We really haven't had any major catches of the game today, I don't believe. Catch of the game sponsored by Catch Des Moines. The Iowa State Fair is back August 13th through the 23rd. Catch Fair Spirit and plan your trip to iowastatefair.org.
Jose Fermin will take a curveball for a strike. In the 8th inning, Jacob Webb struck out all 3. Now Thielbar strikes out Wynn to begin the 9th inning. 0-0 game. Curveball is going to be missing down low, 1-1.
Zach just handed me a note. How about the Sayek catch in right center, that running catch that he made? That was a really good catch.
Yep.
He'll be the catch of the game.
Yes, sir. Now the 1-1. It just missed outside. 2-1. Cardinals have a right-hander going just in case the game goes into extra innings. And now the 2-1. Just outside, 3-1.
Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. I would not throw a pitch inside. I would stay right out there where Thielbar has been pitching them away.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. And the batter, Fermin, wants to challenge that call. He thought it missed.
Boy, that was an inside breaking ball. I'm surprised he didn't swing. You're looking for a ball in or half to
pitch is
hit.
strike. St. Louis has 1 remaining.
And that ball got a lot of the plate.
And it's a strike. And the count 3-2. 0-0 game. Bottom of the 9th inning. 1 away. Base is empty. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. A big slow curveball gets him. 5 straight strikeouts combining the work of Webb and now Thielbar here in the 9th, and the batter is Blaze Jordan.
A great pitch, good hook. For me, it's obvious he wasn't picking up the breaking ball at all off Thielbar's hand.
Thielbar trying to get the Cubs into extra innings here in Missouri. Blaze Jordan waiting and taking down low.
Jordan, in his short time here in the big leagues, has 1 home run.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nice overhand curveball. He's thrown that pitch a couple of times in this inning. The veteran lefty ready for the 1-1. Here it comes. A chop foul. What do you like, Ron? 1-2.
You got a couple options now. Jordan has seen the breaking ball a couple times down and in. And the last one he had a decent swing at. This could be an elevated fastball here, and you could get a punch out.
Bregman guards the line at third. The pitch high for a ball. 2-2.
I'd stay right up there one more time. See if you get him to swing at it.
And the 2-2. Line to left, down the line, fair ball. It's going to be an extra base hit. Cap chases it down. It's a double for Blaze Jordan. There's a curveball, and he lined it just fair down the left field line. A 2-base hit, and the Cardinals threatening now in the bottom of the 9th inning.
You know, baseball's such a funny game. You make some great pitches with curveballs and your fastball, and you know, you're doing good. And every pitch could be the right pitch or the wrong pitch. It's all dependent on the execution. That one in the strike zone, and it gets hooked down in the corner. If it's 6 inches lower, it's probably either fouled off or swung and missed.
Torres is going to be the pinch runner at second base. Brian Torres running at second.
Now the Cubs' defense in the infield, you just got to keep the ball in the infield. Do whatever you can do to not let the ball get to the outfield.
Nathan Church, the batter. He takes the curve for a strike. Bottom of the ninth inning, 2 down, tie game, a runner at second. Torres takes his lead, the pitch. Fouled away. Now it's 0-2. What do you like, Ron?
Now the curveball has been Thielbar's pitch. You could go fastball away. You could go curveball away.
Brian Torres leads at second. The count is 0-2. Lefty against lefty, the pitch. Fouled away. These two teams know about drama at the end of ball games, both here and at Wrigley. My goodness, have they had some nail biters over the years. Now the 0-2 on the way. Pop fly should be an easy play for Swanson. Dansby is there. He's got it. And this ball game is going to go into extra innings. 0-0 game. Cubs and Cardinals on the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Spiegel and Holmes, great Cubs guests and more on your way home 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? Now through August 24th, new Xfinity customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi this summer before it disappears. Just $50 a month for 5 years. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. And get Peacock Premium included for 2 years. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
Getting set for the top of the 10th here in St. Louis. Scoreless ball game between the Cubs and Cardinals. The 10th inning is sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that. Pat?
Cardinals with a new pitcher, right-hander Luis Gastelum. Torres will remain in the game in left. Fermin, who was in left, moves in to play third base. The courtesy runner at second is Dansby. Swanson. And Nico Horner lines one, and it's caught by the second baseman, Weatherholt. Nico Horner pinch hitting on the very first pitch, almost able to line it into right field, but a good catch by Weatherholt, and it's out number 1.
Now they pinch hit with Nico, knowing that he can shoot the ball the other way. He's going to at least advance the runner and get a hit, and hits a line drive bolt that gets caught by Weatherholt.
Here is Pete Crow Armstrong, and he'll take a strike. Cubs in extra inning games this year are 8-5. Cardinals are 7-4. Swanson at second, one away, no score, 10th inning. Pete will hit a high fly ball into deep right field. Back goes Walker. That ball's got a chance. Gone. 2-run home run. Pete Crow Armstrong. Cubs lead 2-0 here in the 10th inning.
As soon as he hit it, he knew it. He threw the bat down, looked at the Cubs dugout, and watched the ball sail well over the right field wall. A long home run for Pete Crow Armstrong, and gives the Cubs a 2-0 lead.
His 24th. Pete knew it. He got all of it. And the Cubs have broken the scoreless game, a 2-run home run. Now let's see if they can add on. Here is Seiya Suzuki taking a strike.
424 feet,
A
424.
424-foot blast for Pete Crow Armstrong. His first hit in 12 at-bats in the series, and it comes at a great time. Ground ball right side. That's a base hit to right. Suzuki a one-out single. Cubs lead 2-0. Michael Busch, the batter.
Third time Suzuki has been on base, 2 walks and now a single. What a big swing of the bat for the Cubs by Pete Crow Armstrong once again. Home run number 24, I believe, for Pete. Yeah.
Suzuki at first. Michael Busch, the batter. The catcher, Pages, out to talk to Gastelum. Luis is from Mexico. Makes his home in the town of Los Mochis. And born in Ahome. A-H-O-M-E. Ahome. One away, 2 runs in. Cubs lead 2-0, 10th inning. Here's Busch swinging away and fouling it back. Estelum has not found time yet, maybe to find a barber. Long hair flowing out the back of his red Cardinal cap. Swing and a miss by Michael Busch. You live near a barber?
It's awfully personal.
Never mind. We'll get to it later.
I don't think so.
That's an interesting response. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing, foul back by Michael Busch. All of a sudden, Cardinal fans got very, very quiet. Some, in fact, have headed for the exits. Top of the 10th inning. Cubs on top, 2-0. Yeah, the right-hander ready, and the 0-2 pitch to Busch. Bouncer foul. Stay up there with a count of 0-2. Glancing to the bottom of inning number 10. The number 9 hitter Pages is due to lead off, and then Weatherholt and Walker to follow. Church will be the courtesy runner for them. Now Busch pulls another one foul on the ground. Still 0-2. Cubs trying to make it 3 in a row to start this 4-game series with a day game tomorrow. They've already wrapped up a winning road trip by virtue of going 2 of 3 in Pittsburgh and winning the first 2 here. Here comes the 0-2. And that's going to be down low 1-2. But if they win tonight, 5-1 with 1 to go.
Yeah, that's some road trip and in your own division. That's the other thing that really stands out.
And the Pirates, an up-and-coming team. Here's the next pitch, fouled away. And the Cardinals, it's one of those rivalries where no matter what your records are, you know it's going to be competitive. Yeah, almost always. Yep. Here or Wrigley, no matter who's in first or not, you're going to see good, solid ball games. Now the next pitch to Busch. Bouncing ball to second. Weatherholt to win. And the throw to first is a double play. But the Cubs scored twice on the 2-run home run by Pete Crow Armstrong as we go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Fasten those seatbelts. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Are you ready to round the bases with base balderdash? Today's phrase is Texas Leaguer. Do you know what it means? Texas Leaguer, a bloop that falls between an infielder and an outfielder for a base hit.
It's an RBI single for Breckman on a little Texas Leaguer, and the Astros lead 2-0.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com. It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I got a text early this morning from Susan Waldman. She said, "Enjoy your day." And I texted back, "It feels like the World Series all over again."
That's Joe Torre, after having his number 6 retired by the New York Yankees. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
And Greg Holland brings it home.
Carson Kelly comes in to catch. Hugo Horner remains in the game at second base. The courtesy runner for the Cardinals is Church. The man on the mound for the Cubs is Trent Thornton. And here we go. 2-0 Cubs, bottom of the 10th inning. Lars Nootbaar to pinch hit, and he'll take a strike, and it's 0-1. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Cubs lead 2-0. Here's the next pitch. It's low for a ball. Ron's going to name the toast of the game ball player momentarily, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Benny's is the official champagne provider of the Cubs. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. And the 1-1. A swing and a foul off to the left, out of play.
Now you get two guys in this ball game today that have had massive impacts on the game, and both of them will be our toast of the game ball player. Matthew Boyd with 7 shutout innings with 3 hits. And Pete Crow Armstrong with the 10th inning 2-run homer, the only runs scored so far in the ballgame.
Low for a ball. The count now is 1-2 on Lars Nootbaar.
Can't find it at Benny's. It's probably not worth drinking, but can't give the toast of the game to one or the other, could you? They're both just great games today.
Bouncer toward the middle, knocked down by Horner, but it's going to be an infield single. And immediately the Cardinals are threatening. It's an infield single. And now the Cardinal fans have come to life.
Well, that's that area on the field in the infield where, you can get the ground ball base hit with the shift. The pull side of the mound up the middle. Nico, even if he catches this ball on the dive, he's not going to throw out Nootbaar at first.
Jay Weatherholt, the batter. Cubs lead is 2-0. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. Bottom of the 10th inning for the Cardinals. Weatherholt took outside. He is 0 for 4. He's grounded out to the right side 4 times in this game. Now the 1-0. Fastball away, ball 2. Cubs outfield straight away against Weatherholt. Let's see if Thornton can come back and get him. It's 2-0. And the pitch. Inside, 3-0. The Cub lead is a precarious 2-0. 2 men on, nobody out. The pitch, a strike.
Good quality strike in the outside corner, 94-mile-an-hour heater. Rolliston, the left-hander for the Cubs, now warming up in the Cubs bullpen.
The right-hander ready for the 3-1 to Weatherholt. A swing and a foul at the plate. It hit the batter in the foot and then squirted into fair territory, but it was dead the minute it hit him in the box. Now it's 3-2. What do you like, Rob?
Well, you get a couple options. You go fastball away. I would not throw anything down and in the strike zone, that's for sure. And you just don't want to, put a guy like Weatherholt in a position where you're in his power zone. I'd stay away from him.
Here's the 3-2. He walked in. The bases are loaded. Nobody out. And now the Cardinal fans making a lot of noise. Jordan Walker is due up, and he's their best hitter. He's their RBI leader with 77. Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach, out to talk about exactly how they want to work to Jordan Walker. What would be your advice?
I think they've gotten him out today with a lot of off-speed stuff. And to me, if you're gonna throw strikes, I would be spinning balls if I were Thornton against him, and whether it's breaking ball or split or change, I would not throw him a fastball in the zone. I would be spinning breaking balls to him this entire bat.
Cubs keep the infield back. Walker ready to step in. And the right-hander ready. And the pitch on the way to Walker. It's down low for ball one.
First pitch breaking ball, a little cutter down and away.
Trent Thornton on the hot seat right now. Bases loaded, nobody out. Cubs lead 2-0, 10th inning. And the 1-0 to Walker. Breaking ball low and outside. Thornton landed a little awkwardly on that pitch. Kind of landed off balance.
Went back-to-back cutters away and missed both times off the plate.
Now it's 2-0. And the pitch. Check swing. That should be a strike. It is. The ball was not in the strike zone, but the batter, Walker, tried to check and couldn't do it. That's a strike.
Well, that's very surprising swing. Thornton has not come close to the strike zone yet, and it's 2-1.
The next pitch. A bouncer toward third, slowly hit. Gloved by Bregman. He steps on the bag. A run scores, but they get the out at third. Fielder's choice. Bregman grabbed the grounder on the run, stepped on the bag. That forced out the runner at third. A run scores. It's now a 2-1 ball game, but now men at first and second with one down.
Yeah, kind of an odd play. I thought this ball was going to roll foul. It stays fair. Bregman catches it right on, basically on the third base bag, and just stands on the bag to get that force at third.
Now Ivan Herrera, the batter. Herrera 2 for 4 in the game. The Cub lead is 2-1. Here's a swing and a drive, left center field. In the gap, it's going to be a base hit. The tying run is in. Walker around third, heading home. The throw by Swanson is not in time, and the Cardinals win the ball game. Ivan Herrera with a double into the gap in left center, driving in 2. And the Cardinals rally for 3 in the bottom of the 10th inning, and they beat the Cubs by a score of 3-2.
Now, tough ball game for the Cubs. It's one of those games where, you get a great pitch game, and then Pete hits the big home run in the 10th to give you the lead. And, a typical Cubs-Cardinals series game, the Cardinals come back in the 10th and end up with a big swing in the bat to win a ball game.
Cardinals beat the Cubs 3-2. We'll be back in a minute with the totals. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Nico Horner. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEB-NOW1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Hey, baseball fans, step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports is sports betting the way it should be, with no bet fees in Illinois. Circa Sports brings you player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, exceptional customer service, and more. Whether you're betting with the home team or scouting the next big matchup, take your swing with the Circa Sports app. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
Tough loss for the Cubs. They got two in the top of the 10th on the home run by Pete Crow Armstrong, but the Cardinals rally and score three. A game-winning two-run double for Ivan Herrera for the game winner. Here are the game totals. For the Cardinals, 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Luis Gastelum. He is 2-1. Trent Thornton takes the loss and is now 3-4. A 2-hour and 49-minute ball game seen by 31,494 here in Missouri. So a tough loss, but the Cubs still have a chance to have a very successful series and road trip run if they can win tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just tough loss tonight. There's no doubt about it after the home run by Pete Crow Armstrong in the 10th. But, you know, as of right now, he's still one win out of these, you know, we talked about it, one win out of the 2 here to finally. This is going to be a great road trip for the Cubs. So they've been playing good baseball, just not enough hitting tonight. And sometimes you got to tip your hat to the opposing pitcher, may threw the ball well.
Ron, I'll see you tomorrow. It's a day game.
We'll see you in the morning, partner.
It starts at 1:15. Javier Assad against Andre Palante in a battle of right-handers tomorrow. Game time begins at 1:15. Pre-game show starts at 12:40 in the afternoon tomorrow. Thanks to Michael Langston, our engineer, for a job well done. Big thank you to Zach Zaidman. His post-game show is right around the corner. For former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, Pat Hughes saying thank you for listening and good night from Busch Stadium in 10 innings. The final, St. Louis 3 and the Cubs 2. This has been a presentation of The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic